Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Jeromes. Welcome back to Suited and Booted. To my left, we have...
the number 10.
To my right...
Lord.
And behind the camera...
CFO.
Fuck, and that's how you know I'm the only one true to myself.
Yeah.
Because I didn't try to steal anyone else's persona. Hey guys, just quickly while I got you, go hit that 5 stars on Spotify real quick. Go subscribe on YouTube if you haven't. As if you haven't subscribed on YouTube yet. Fucking hell, any episode we haven't even fucking subscribed yet. Also, go follow Bootin' About because we are absolutely booting on there. And we're about.
That's a wild page, man.
It's a wild page.
Wild page, bro.
It's going to be
The wild west out there.
It is the wild east. It's the wild southeast.
And it's about to get worse.
It's about to get worse. Well. And for instance, you guys saw the video of Sandy I put up at the weekend. You know what, man? It's just going to be that. If I'm at a game and I see something, I'm just going to post it. If Rash is somewhere, if Gav's somewhere, we're just going to put it up there, man. It's just going to be... It's more of a daily page, really, than Suited and Booted. Suited and Booted is more for the pod, content, culture corner, skits, you know, big time production shit. Whereas
and for the kit man to put some crumbs down.
Yeah.
Well,
pay attention, huh?
Yeah, pay attention.
Pay
that
attention.
Old cunt.
Just as we're on this, Spotify, we're on 788 5 stars. So if we can get that up to 1,000.
Like now.
Yeah.
This episode... We average what? Couple thousand on YouTube, couple thousand on Spotify. We should be able to get there.
1,000. Let's get it.
Guys, it's the 1%ers. I want more. We want more, and it's not for us. It's for yous. Don't want to tell you why?
Yeah, it helps you.
It is for them.
So hold on. You say that again, and I'll say.
Better guess.
Do you know how?
Well, that's exactly right.
Wait, it's the 31st of March. Let's do this. 1,000 guests by...
1,000 guests.
Get 1,000 guests in.
That'll be a record pod.
If you guys want 3,000 guests by April, let us
mid-April, 1,000, 5 stars.
Yeah.
We'll do another giveaway.
Yeah.
I feel like we did.
Giveaway.
I feel like we did this, and Jerome was supposed to shave his head at some point, wasn't it?
What?
That's if he was able to not pause, right?
Oh, was it that?
I think so.
Yeah, and
Maybe.
now...
I thought it was something to do with the stars.
Oh, no, you're right. It was something to do with stars, and he'd shave his head and...
Yeah.
It had to be 1,000.
All right, 1,000
No.
5 stars before... When did you say? April?
Mid-April. 14th of April.
Mid-April?
That's good.
And you... Come on, do something, man.
Shave one eyebrow.
Oh, why is that have to be me?
Slit in the eyebrows.
Hold on, why?
That's what the
Why
people
am I the
want,
punching
bro.
bag?
That's what the people want.
Yeah. They want Dino back.
He is back.
Back in his...
We'll think of a punishment
Yeah,
for myself.
yeah,
You know what? He has to have KFC every day for a week
yeah,
because I hate KFC.
yeah.
What else do we have in our housekeeping rules? Like on YouTube and comment on YouTube. And that takes me to a comment that really made me sad.
Tell us about... Oh, yep, tell us.
Now, I was going to come on here with a piece of tape over my mouth that said silenced
Yep,
because that's how I felt, silenced.
yeah.
Our good old mate, Jack Knight.
Shout out Jack Knight.
Shout out Jack
Jackie.
Knight. We love you, Jackie.
Jackie
He's
Knight.
held such a grudge, I can tell, because he's got the name.
Jack Knight, man. Listen, bro.
I spoke to him through the week about it.
I spoke to Jack Knight. I'm not joking.
What?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I'll prove it to you.
Okay.
Long story short, apparently on the last pod, I didn't shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Jackie, let me explain something to you. I am the host of the show. I drive most of the topics. And I'm a natural talker. So these things are going to happen. Now, if my co-hosts ever feel like I'm not giving them enough time on air, we've got a suggestions box that they can leave a note in.
We put that right at the front of the door.
Yeah, we've actually got that right at the front of the door. So if Gav, Jake, Nor, or Rash feel like I'm speaking over them or speaking too much, then please hit our suggestion box, boys. You know, no hard feelings. But yeah, that one got to me. He said, "Come up for air." I'm breathing just fine on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then I put up a story saying it got to me, and I said, "Next step, I'm not speaking."
Oh, I didn't see that. I missed that.
Yeah.
And then what? He messaged
He
you.
replied, he said, "Come on, Jerome." He goes, "I love you all. I just love you all equally." Hinting at he wants everyone to have equal speaking time, but I don't think that's going to happen, Jackie. But yeah.
So that's your interaction, though.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And I said hashtag silenced.
Okay.
Also, just on current suited and booted news, got a lot of feedback regarding the State 3 ticketing. It was a hit topic.
Oh, my gosh. I've got a few things on this, by the way. I don't know if you saw the polls that I ran.
I did see the polls. Still in my favour.
I think I'll actually continue because there's a very important point. I hope you make it, but it's regarding this topic. But
Is this what Sadal said?
yes.
Okay, so apparently Croydon City didn't charge this weekend.
Wee.
Now, he did say he went at halftime, so surely that's the reason why.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, like, there's times where I've rocked up late and I've got straight in.
I did that
Either
on
that-
Friday night. They said $7 at the door, but I got there just before half.
Casey Comets wanted $7 for State 2. I'll be getting to you, Casey. Don't worry about that.
And I just walked in. Yeah.
I had a game at Old Scotch and got in for free, public park.
Yep.
Oh, people are not happy at you.
Do you want to go over the stats?
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Oh, I want to
Yeah.
know this. All right. We'll
Go
go to
on.
the stats, yeah?
It's funny. Gav's
So-
been a naughty one.
So I ran a poll. Hold on. Sorry, let's get back to it. Hold on. Where is your poll?
Come on, Paul.
Oh, shit. Oh, you keep talking. I'll
Get your
get the
poll
poll
out,
up.
man.
I'll get my poll out.
So what happened? Why are people angry at me?
Well, I'd save it for amateur agents, but apparently Gavin was at Malvern versus Old Scotch this weekend, and someone overheard Gavin saying, "I wouldn't buy anything from the canteen unless it's free."
Yes. yes.
Now, this does go against his support of a local business claim, which, again,
Yes.
Just tell that boy, round 2, next time we play him,
yeah, he's going through someone.
I'm getting red carded.
Someone has snitched on Gav in amateur agents saying that they overheard him saying,
Let me just clarify.
"What's the issue? Can you mic your mouth?"
No, he's good. He's good.
Okay.
No, this was not
Let me just
overheard
clarify.
him. No, Gavin said it directly to him.
Yeah, directly to him.
Oh, maybe it was
this
someone
is-
else.
he
Why'd they
said-
put it in amateur agents?
Do you want anything
Oh.
from the canteen? I said, Can you get it for free? Because he plays at the club.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he goes, No, it's out of my wallet. And I said, If that's the case, no.
See, this is how
No, this-
TMZ spins things.
Hold on.
Chinese whispers.
Instead of
The
bit of
old
sauce,
Chinese
bit
whispers.
of spicy bum on it.
hold on.
The old freaking
You
devil's
know,
avocado.
The day after you eat a bit of chili, you get a spicy bum. He's put a bit of that on it.
Hold
bit
on
of
a
sriracha.
freaking minute.
Should we call him up mid-pod? Let's ask him. I know who it is.
Wait, you know who it is?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so we are calling the person. Make sure you tell them they're on air and stick that in the mic.
Nah, off air.
Rush, hello.
Hey, anonymous person, you're live on air. I don't know if you want to be named, but we have an important question to ask you.
Yeah, go on.
Your little contentious discussion with Gavin the other day at your State League 3 club. State League 3, is it?
State League
Sorry, State League 1 club has come up. And we're trying to get the facts here. Gavin is saying, oh, Gav, you want to tell him what you're saying? Listen.
Hi, mate. Be careful what you say here. I've said that you've asked me if I wanted anything on the canteen, and I said, can you get it for free because you play here? You go, no, it's out of my wallet, and I say no, if that's
I
the
would
case.
like to say, prior to that, I asked, are you getting anything? And you looked at me with disgust going, I'll have to pay.
Thank you very much.
Some pop star, little Gavin with his nicely shaved head and up beard.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you very much,
That's
Mr.
all we were
Anonymous.
after. Thank you.
All good. See you guys.
See you, brother.
See you, brother. And that is how narratives get turned, Nor.
Yeah, that's how you.
Yeah. He double crossed us.
That's how you find the truth, man.
Hey, Gavin,
Big
you know what? I
straight.
fuck with it though. I love lying.
But you know what? You got a lot of heat, man. People hitting me up saying, Jerome, what's Jerome on?
I'll tell them to go get.
Seriously, people getting really angry at you.
Well, see, that's interesting because the DMs I'm getting.
Everyone's agreeing with you.
Yeah, and I got people saying they're banging their head against the wall because everyone on the pod disagrees with Jerome.
Really?
Really?
Well, I hope they
Yeah.
listen to the Ian Greener pod
Well,
because I don't want any heads banging against the wall.
Trust me, people didn't listen. I'm getting I'm getting DMs
Okay. Well,
saying never get boring malakas on again. I said, man, come
Really?
on. It was informative.
That's
Yeah, well, that's-
because I genuinely felt like I learned
did
so
like
much.
it.
it's probably the most useful podcast we've ever done. By the way.
We're trying to save your life.
Yeah.
That's everyone's CTE talking.
Yeah.
Okay, so the poll was, does your local state league team charge entry fees for the games?
Yep.
67% said no, 33% said they do.
You should have asked what level, by the way.
I know, I wanted just a general.
Okay,
because
general.
even state one, like...
Yeah.
Well,
State-
I didn't know about this, but apparently Malvern don't charge at the door.
Oh.
I thought they would. But I spoke to the president. I said to him, it's $30 at the door, and if they're not Greek, it's 35.
No, Gavin.
Yeah.
No, you're not getting a cut.
That's true.
Your wage don't go up.
Because I need my physio to be there every day for my legs.
So then I put up a second post asking if your state league club does not charge, why do they not? Because we wanted this question. I wanted this question answered from you.
Righto.
Do you think they don't charge because
Yeah.
they're good Samaritans and they're trying to do a good thing for the
Yeah.
community, or do you think they don't charge because they can't?
Okay, what's the go?
We don't have a fenced off park like the bottom pitch at KB Reserve.
Cool. Build a
No
fence.
one to sit on the door. No access to Peter. Public park and people would not turn up if they had to pay. Public park and we're state 4, whatever that means.
I know exactly what that
I
means.
think they're saying because
Yeah.
we're state 4, why
Yeah.
would we charge?
State
Okay.
4, why would we charge?
The,
That's exactly right.
the standard of football is horrendous. Better to be known for hospitality. Sell plenty of... I won't go into that because I don't know what it says. I didn't click
You know
in.
what? You've got some
Chlamydia.
good... I agree with all this. Are they strengthening my point?
Support via the canteen.
Yep, that's what I said.
Our revenue is generated through raffles, club merch, and the canteen.
Thank you very much. That's a
So
great point.
how is any of that proving your point? Sorry to go back on this, Buddhist.
It's proving
because we're going to have another 45
It's proving my point
minute
because there
discussion
are
about
other ways to make money for your club than charging people to come watch.
it. True.
Yeah, that's my point.
So you're saying it's a bad business decision, not a bad moral decision.
I also,
But both, even someone in there was saying that, why would you pay for state 4? Now, granted, we shouldn't have actually, it was my bad lumping in all the state leagues because I'm going to be real, I'd pay $5 for state 1. Anything under that, I'm not paying for. State 1, some teams would beat NPL teams. So I'd pay for state 1. All right, a little bit. $10 for state 3, I'm not paying that.
I agree with it. I think also there's an element of it's not lucrative enough
Yeah.
when the canteen is lucrative enough.
Bro,
Like,
you're
that's
a
what I
fucking
agree.
genius.
So I agree.
So, for example, I go Casey Comets on Friday night. State 2. Now, is the football good? It's not bad.
Yeah, sorry,
There's
Joey.
very talented players on the team, right? Our boy plays there, whatnot. But there's good players on both teams as well, right? The away team were good
It's
as
all
well.
right, yeah.
$7, there probably was not 150 people there,
Yeah.
right? If you don't charge people that, you probably make it at the canteen
Yeah.
plus extra, right?
Well, you think people don't come because you have
No,
to
he's
charge
saying-
you have to pay at the door.
I'm saying you're adding another layer of what the heck? You know what I mean?
'Cause, Rash,
so
like-
if you were to charge an extra $1 or $2 for your Chivapi or whatever they sell at Casey Comets,
Yeah.
I'll pay that over the thing, and everybody would pay that over, and I think you'd make your money.
How much is a Chavapi?
Well, they're definitely not at Casey.
Yeah, I just
yeah.
yeah.
Like
They're
at Croydon?
Croydon definitely don't have Javapis either.
What do they have?
Fucking meat pies, bacon and egg roll.
Because what
that
if,
real?
what
Is
if
that
we
really
just
true,
put this
or-
spin on it? What if you get at the door, they give you a ticket, $10 entry, but you get a free meat pie?
Yeah,
See,
like love Mac.
Okay,
I wouldn't mind
see
that.
this is
I wouldn't
actually
mind
good
that.
business.
Like-
That's good business.
Yeah, like when you go into a club, you get a free drink.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
That's
mind
Argentina,
that.
huh?
I wouldn't
That's
mind
not
that.
bad.
If you said to me $10 and I get a snag, And okay, it's a bit more. But like Nor's
Like
saying,
I was at IKEA yesterday, $2 hot dog. Fuck, quality.
it's not necessarily about how much. It's just that, especially in this day and age, cost of living crisis. And I know everyone's calling me a tight ass, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But it all adds up. Like, if you go to a club and you've spent $10 to already get in, you actually might be like, oh, fuck, I already spent $10. I'll probably just get a drink. I won't get food. Fucking hell. But if you've walked in for free, it's like, oh, I'm hungry. Oh, it's all mental like that. Like, Lindale would never charge.
But I need you to zero in on actually what is your point. Is it
I don't need to
morally
zero
wrong
in.
or is it a bad business choice? Which one is it?
It's whatever I think it is.
What does that mean?
Okay, no.
What is his point?
Maybe
I
Nor
feel
knows
like
me
I'm probably
better.
the closest to him. I don't think he thinks it's morally wrong. I think he thinks it's highly stupid because they know the product that they offer is not one
So
that
it's a
is
bad
worth
business
purchasing. It is
choice.
a bad business choice when it's like you
Which
could,
leads to the moral side.
yeah, because now it's like you're trying to create
It does, Rash.
It
does, trust me, bro.
It's a bit of a cash grab
me, bro.
where there is no cash grab.
Yeah.
Which makes me feel like now you're trying to rip me off.
You know what my problem is, Rash? The nerve. That's my problem. Is that good enough
yeah, that's
answer?
what I'm saying.
It's the
The
audacity.
rip me off.
Yeah, it's like what?
So it's the moral thing, not the business choice.
But it's also a business choice because it involves money. Am I wrong? You don't even need to get to the bottom of why.
I do, bro, because I think ultimately they seem like they're running the most successful State 3 club around. So if you want to talk about business choices, they seem like they're making the best choices. Wouldn't that be a metric? Like if you look at them, okay, that's a sustainably run club.
Are we talking
Looks
about
like it anyway.
Croydon
I don't know.
here, or-
Yeah, Croydon. Then obviously the way they're running it is probably better than anyone else. So
Or
then
I could argue
Can
and
I-
say that it's not run well, hence why they're charging $10 at the door when not many other teams do. That could be my point where it's like, if there's ran so well, why do they need to charge people for State 3?
Can I ask if the whole
Devil's avocado.
Not even Devil's smashed avocado.
Yeah.
Does not even know about
Yeah,
that.
no.
We made that.
Yeah,
someone
so
made
for
that
the
up.
listeners, in our group chat the other day, Gavin said, I'm going to be Devil's Avocado.
No, he said Devil's Avo.
So, sorry, Devil's Avo.
Because I said
Yeah.
fuck right and avocado. No, wait, what is it?
Advocate.
So I said I'll just write Avo. Boys will get it.
Let's not spend too long on this, by the way, because we're
Yeah,
talking about
sorry.
State 3.
Far now, it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you think of that.
Yeah.
I did get a few DMs saying,
Sorry. It's back.
Yeah, go.
If the whole thing is, well, not if, it is true that there was a 9.5 million thing, blah, blah, that's funded by external whatnot, then it's like, what are we charging for?
Okay,
That,
so
again, I don't know. If
I
you
got a
wanna-
few DMs saying that they still have to
Is it some kind of
pay,
payback mortgage type thing?
they got to pay like some rate towards the government to use it or the council. It's like a partial. People were saying partial thing. See, those people were nice. They DM saying, "Love the show, lads. Just thought I'd add in a bit of extra content."
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
context.
That was cool. They didn't shy or run away from that. Or anything.
Yeah, so that's fine. It's when you personally attack me is when I get a bit,
Catty.
catty. What else did I have on that? Yeah, had a few people saying, got a DM from a guy that played State 4. He's like, my club was trying to charge people to get in. I won't say which club. And he said it was a fucking joke because of the quality that they were playing was. And then, you had some people saying, Jerome, it's. I'll read one message that really I thought was interesting, which he referred to it not being about the quality of football. It's about supporting your local.
I'm willing to hear that outlook.
Yeah, he said just. You touched on this in your Preston podcast. At the end of the day, if clubs have a product and people are willing to pay, why shouldn't they charge? You also mentioned that many fans attend these games for the sense of community, belonging, and overall atmosphere rather than just the quality of football. I'd agree with you, bro, but we're talking about the Preston atmosphere here versus Croydon City on a Friday night. No disrespect to Croydon, I'm just using
Do you think, though, Devil's Avo, if Preston didn't charge, would they get more?
Shit.
I don't think it would
I don't
matter that
know if
much.
it
I don't know. How
changes.
much are they charging? $10?
Preston,
Nah,
it's
it would have
20.
been more.
NPL's 20. Personally, I go to my local state league clubs matches and I couldn't care less about the standard of play. As long as my gate fee helps the club sustain that community, it's money well spent.
That's
fair
my
enough,
dad.
fair enough, bro, but that's for your club.
That's my dad, though. My dad went to Altona Magic and bought an $80 bottle of wine just to support the club.
Yeah,
Doesn't
but
even-
like,
Hate to break it to you, Gav, your dad's alcoholic.
I don't know if.
But
I don't know
my dad
if.
will, bro, my dad will buy, like,
Anything.
last year, he went and watched Collingwood Celts and he bought the beanie at the
Yeah, but no, your
canteen.
dad is a collector of state league football items. That's
know?
why. But look, I get this guy's point, but again, I don't think I can compare Preston and what they and the product they have, whether it's about the quality of play or not, compared to a lower state league club. I don't think I can compare it. And then also, bro, yes, you are supporting your club, but would you do the same for every away trip? Are you paying to get into every away trip? Your answer might change. Keep up the good work, lads. As if you went to Nazareth, Jerome. Yeah. I went for like 3 years and then I dropped out. I don't have an ATAR. So shout out that guy. And I saw an interesting tweet from one South Melbourne FC.
South. Tell
Now,
us.
I'm not saying we're that influential, Rash, but I'm saying we're that influential. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't been on the MPL Twitter for 10 years or whatever it's been. South Melbourne FC tweet. Home at last. We're excited to return to Lakeside Stadium as we host Dandenong City. Tickets available at the gate. Adults, $20. Concessions, $15. Juniors, free, as it's always been. Please note, prices reflect Football Victoria's minimum ticket pricing, but we remain committed to keeping entry free for anyone under 16. I've never seen that tweet from another club in my life.
I think it's a pretty big talking point. I've been stopped many times this week, and
Can you give
people
us a
have
cut
asked me,
out of the gate, South? Yeah, kick on.
Yeah, people have. Yeah. People have been asking me about this topic.
Yeah.
So I think that's done the rounds. This little video.
Look, everyone's going to have different opinions. And yes, people that work at the clubs are probably going to be more in favour of charging. But I guarantee you those same people, everyone's selfish. It's a selfish world. It's a capitalistic dog-eat-dog world. If it means your club's going to make more money, of course you're going to say charge. But I guarantee you'd get pissed off if every away game you went to in State 3 or 4, you had to pay $10. You'd get pissed off. Fuck me. How much money would you end up? You'd spend, spend a couple $100 on State League.
I was thinking about this actually during the week, and I think if the ground is actually fenced off and you can't get there publicly, then you have a reason to charge. If it's public, then forget about it. Like, for example, my game against Old Scotch, anyone could literally
you can
come
walk your
and
dog.
walk your dog there.
Yeah.
So there's no possible way.
Yeah.
But if it's like a Springvale White Eagles, where they've got their own entry, everything's blocked off, and you have to go through a tiny gate to then get in, okay.
But that's also a high level.
True.
I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know how many State League clubs own their own
Yeah.
fenced-off facility. Because most State League clubs don't even have a fucking place to play.
Right.
Hence why Sandringham hasn't had a home game yet because of the council. Hence why Roval Eagles played their home game at Knox Regional. When they don't play there, they play at New Park Ridge. Like, clubs can't even get a ground to play at.
It's crazy how bad I don't know if that's because I actually don't know. I don't know if the council has something to do with that.
They do. Cricket and shit's still
Cricket.
on. Yeah.
That's crazy.
First of all, who the...
Hey, I did a post. I did a post on
Fuck's
TikTok
watching
a while
cricket?
ago, saying that I think we should cancel
Cricket.
for 2024, 2025. I believe that was what
Just finish the sport.
and I got so much hate for it.
No shit, it's rage baiting.
Well, it was people like it's so un-Australian.
Yeah.
That's un-Australian.
You're the first person to piss off Indians and Australians in the same, thing.
What annoys me, you know what annoys me the
What
most?
does it mean by that?
What annoys
Normally they
me,
go at each other.
I'm just going to put it this way. If you went up to 3 kids right now at the age of, let's just say 6 to 8, and you said to him, who's the best AFL player right now? I bet you they wouldn't answer. Best cricket player right now. They wouldn't answer. Best footballer, Messi, Ronaldo. You say to them, do the Ronaldo celebration. They'll do it right in front of you.
I disagree on the footy one. The cricket one, I agree with. The footy one, depends where you go. Those kids are going to know.
Dustin.
Yeah, well, Dusty doesn't play anymore, but
Nathan Buckley.
Shows you how
yeah,
much
Nathan Buckley.
Yeah, I think. I mean, but it's also the bubble that we live in. I mean, obviously the numbers are bigger, so by stats,
you know what
you
I'm
are
trying to
right.
say?
Yeah, you're right by stats. But
What else did I get on this topic before we completely close it off?
I've got some monetary things that I want to go over though as well on
Monetary?
more on
In
the
what
A
sense?
League. Some
Well,
interesting.
There's been
Advances?
some advancements. Yes, advances.
Okay.
Shall we speak about it?
Do you
Go
want to
on.
talk about your game quickly about Sandy?
Oh, yeah, I will. So, listen, man. Went to Sandy. Actually expected an easy win. But it was not that.
Who'd they play?
Roval Eagles.
Away, yeah?
Yeah. So, headed down to Knox Regional. No entry. Because it's a public space. And, yeah, went down there and we were 3-0 down in the first half. First goal, this kid, well, he might not be a kid, looked younger than me though, so he's a kid, takes the ball, dribbles one player, smacks it from outside the box, in off the crossbar. The next one slices through the defence with a through ball, and then the same guy just puts it past the keeper with ease. Third one, don't remember. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, now, if I'm Sandy and I've
What
bought,
would you be saying to your players if you were on the park at that time? What would you be saying to the players around you?
if you fucking pricks want to get paid, no. I'd say
Would you
that
be negative or would you be like, come on, boys?
I'd bit of both.
Still 0-0, boys.
Bit of both.
But in reverse.
7-0. Still 0-0, boys. Start again.
I said
still
that
in
at
it.
3-1. I said that as 3-1 as a joke, thinking we're never going to come back. So, Coda scores. It was off a Miloš deflection.
Off which part? The body?
No, I'll say. So, the thing with Miloš Lujic is he could score off his dick.
Yeah, that's what Jeromes said off
Right,
the
he could
pod.
finish off his dick as well.
Top NPL
Well,
scorer ever,
probably
I
does.
think.
Yeah.
If I'm not, otherwise it's Liam Boland.
I believe he is the all-time leading scorer in Victorian football.
At finishing off his dick.
Yes. Yes.
How
Just
many
that.
goals? 44 headers. Right foot 22, left 18,
7
46
knob.
off the cock.
Balls on knob. But the first one, to be fair,
Hope Ian Greener does no research on that. Because Christ. Tell you what.
can you get CTE? Now, guys, we're talking not just your head,
Repeated head knocks.
the head of your cock as well. It's not just your skull, it's the head of your cock as well.
Just out the head.
Kids should train with a softer ball.
Yeah.
Make sure you strap him up. Put a sock on him.
All right.
Shin pads for the willy.
Sorry.
Anyway, long story short.
Sorry.
Miloš scores a header, a good header. And then, a real header. Yeah. And then, by the way, sorry to the linesman, I was giving him a hard time.
What were you doing?
First, at half time, one of the Sandy guys goes, bro, can you hear the ball? It's fucking hard as fuck. And I go, you know what? I'm going to say something to the ref. So I went up to the linesman and I said, excuse me, are these official FIFA match quality standard balls with the right PSI? And he's like, I think so. Like, cool.
This guy's annoying.
Right?
This guy's actually annoying.
This guy 100% has not seen the video.
No.
And he's making reference jokes.
Yeah. Then,
It's an inside joke, bro. You don't get it?
What?
so he was right near us. And then Miloš ends up, I don't know how, the video's up there. I don't even think Miloš touches it. It somehow ends up in the back of the net.
I saw that.
Definitely off
Yeah,
his dick.
I did see that, yeah.
Far
And
out.
then-
So
but-
he's got two.
Yeah, but I said to the lino before that, I said, how long's left? And he's like, he said like 4 minutes or something. And I said, what was that, 14? I go, thanks, lino, what's your pay ID? Everyone was laughing, it was funny.
Oh,
Yep.
like a bully. Like a school bully.
So the
bully.
referee's gone to the psychologist today.
No. And then after the game, I said, you are the best fucking referee I've ever seen. And he loved it.
He was having fun too?
He was having fun.
Oh, good.
Because I said, what are the dimensions of the flag as well?
Oh, that video. I don't know if anyone picked it up, but actually, did they?
What,
Can I just put this in?
No. That the part where I say stay in front of the winger behind the centre back or something like that, and you say the opposite thing.
Yeah. Oh, Michael Jackson. But yeah, 3-3, absolute thriller. And then everyone was like, I bet you'd pay $10 for that. And I'm like, you know what? I probably fucking would, but guess what? It didn't happen last week.
Can we just say, adding a bit of spice on here, what would you do as a referee for all our North Sunshine and Brunswick City listeners? There was a foul. Condolences. I don't think you need to say that. But he broke his leg, so you don't need to say condolences. But
Get well soon.
get well soon.
Condolences, yeah.
Right? The game got paused for 1 hour.
Right.
Yeah, fuck.
North Sunshine wanted it called off. They've played on. Right decision or wrong decision?
Sorry, I'm a little bit rattled. Can we genuine condolences to this guy?
But
Fuck.
get well soon to the guy who
Get
broke
well
his leg.
soon, but yeah, condolences.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah. Because broken
sorry.
leg, no one wants a broken leg.
Yeah,
That's pretty.
Sorry,
the tackle is
I'm not laughing at that.
Yeah, that's why I just want to be clear.
The tackle is absolutely horrendous.
Okay.
Yeah, like
And there was
yours.
only a yellow card for a broken leg.
So then what happened?
And then the game got held for 1 hour.
Jeez.
Right. So what? Everyone's just standing around for an hour.
And then the game got played on.
Can I ask a question,
Give me
Gav?
my $10 back.
Devil's Avo,
Well,
what
I
do you
wasn't
do there?
Okay, can I ask a question? Were you at the game?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, so how long did they take to get the guy off the field with a broken leg?
I don't know. These are unknown answers.
Okay, so if that's me, logically, it takes you, 10, 15 minutes, maybe a bit more, to get the stretcher, get him off the field, all of that. Unless it's so bad that the ambulance is at the
Yeah,
goal.
did the
I reckon
ambulance come on the
because
ground
of
or
the broken
something?
leg, the ambulance, let's just say, hypothetically, he had to come because they didn't want to move the leg or
don't
whatever.
touch him,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so maybe,
So
yeah.
let's just say, because I'm guessing 1 hour pulled it out that much, probably the ambulance had to come.
So what are you saying? You shouldn't play on?
No, I'm
after.
asking you guys.
Yeah, I think may as well play on.
After an hour.
If you sub him.
Yeah,
Well,
if you
look, to be fair-
if you've waited an hour,
He was 1-on-1, by
but
the way.
they probably didn't know that they were going to wait an hour. See, and then by the time you've waited an hour, you may as well play.
Yeah, if everyone's still... Look, I see in professional games with like storms or injuries or whatever, something's happened in the crowd or like there's been technical difficulties or whatever. I've seen games delayed for long as fuck. An hour is very long though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's got anything to do
What
with
was
the poor
game that
guy.
got- Was it Copa America final? It was 3 hours delayed or something? The
Some
recent
shit
one?
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
There was a Champions League game. The final got delayed because there was stampedes and shit out the front. Like shit happens like that. But I hope the guy gets better if he's a listener, man. That's
I
a
feel like the
tough
game
one.
has to go on though. Like it's
Yeah,
part of the game is a risk that you're going to injure yourself.
And depends what time in the game it was.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to answer. It's hard to answer a question that we don't know any of the details about. Nor does
Yeah,
the
Gav.
person that's asking the question.
Just trying to
so.
set us up real good there, Gav.
Yeah, I was.
Yep.
Just Devil's Avo.
Now there has been some news.
Yep.
The news that I was told would be announced got announced. Now, I'm not going to act like I know everything, so I'm going to read the article. The headline is Melbourne City FC. We welcome the announcement of a $10.68 million funding commitment towards the construction of a new boutique rectangular stadium at Casey Fields, contingent on the outcome of the upcoming federal election. More. Let's see if we can read more here. This proposed facility, known to be as Casey Mini Stadium, would include a natural turf pitch, grandstand seating on the western perimeter, and modern amenities designed for both community and elite level sport. This development aims to address the growing demand for quality rectangular venues in Victoria, driven by the surge of popularity in the women's football, specifically the 2023 World Cup. By providing a venue suitable for elite competitions, the stadium would offer significant benefits for local athletes, clubs and fans, enabling them to watch and participate in top-level sport within their own community.
I love it.
Now, I have been told from an inside source.
Is this my inside source?
This is also
been
your
talking to
source,
my
who
mates?
is my source.
You've
we
been
have
talking to
this-
my source?
No, actually, I introduced you to my source.
Oh, okay.
What type of sauce is it?
He said, they said, just hammer home. It doesn't mean men's games are moving. It's, for now, selected Oz Cup and preseason games.
And women's, no?
What do you mean Oz
Yeah.
Cup?
Oz Cup games, so Australia Cup games.
Women's are moving? I mean, not moving.
Well,
but,
they would- well, you would
they're
think
gonna
so.
play there.
Why isn't the men's being moved? Do we know?
They've probably got a contract with Amy Park. I don't know.
Can I just say, I think this is great
Yeah, of course it's great.
Because,
the
you know-
more the better fields at this point.
because Western now have their own home ground. Victory are getting theirs.
Wow, have you heard about the Western stuff?
Nope. What's happening?
So I don't know, man. Look, I'm not
It's getting
not
delayed.
deep enough in business to know how.
It's crazy how much this stuff also relies on the political
Yeah,
landscape.
yeah, because I don't know how
Like they're
how
saying
bad this is or not.
Yeah.
But basically, this is about Western. This is an article that came out the other day. The financial future of the group became more clouded in the past week when wind-up applications were filed to the Australian Securities and Investments Commissions for both the entities that run the professional soccer team, Western Melbourne Group Football Club, and the related party that is planning the property development, West Melbourne Holdings Co. The identity of those applying for the wind-up order was not clear on Thursday, but both entities have been issued with notices of default by creditors in the past 2 months. According to Creditor Watch, West Melbourne Group Holdings has had a $50,000 bill outstanding to civil engineering company Lanco Group since September 2022, and Lanco filed a notice of default earlier this month. Commercial cleaning company Gravitas Commercial has been owed $5,098, which is a small amount of money, by West Melbourne Group
That's
Football
nothing.
since
That's my yearly wage.
since September, and filed a notice of default in February.
So what's the main point of that one?
That West Melbourne,
The council.
hold on, I'll get this up. No. Western United. I'll get it up. Sorry.
Gee, people aren't happy in these comments
Yeah.
of this Melbourne City Stadium. Jesus.
I just
wonder
think
why.
it's good because every club now, at least in Melbourne, is going to have their own stadium. Whereas, like
Sort of, yeah.
Collingwood, let's just say AFL-wise, they don't have their own stadium. Richmond don't have their own stadium. They all play out basically of the same place. Whereas football is being football, how it should be, like in England and whatever. Everyone has their own stadium, which I feel is so right, because that's where you need to go. That's your home ground. That's where you play out of. Where Melbourne, realistically, right now, they all play out of the one.
The two.
I think it also really, for City, it'll do what we said it should do, where it's like it boosts uptake in fans because now they have an area to market to. Everybody
Rush?
that grows up around there
Yeah.
is going to be like, yo, I want to be a City fan because that's
Yeah.
my club.
And all the juniors play out there
Yeah.
and train out there.
Maybe. Now, I need to be devil's avo. A lot of the comments are saying, if we start playing our games in the bush, then I'm done. 10 million, what will that buy? A tiny stand. Stop using taxpayers' money and pay for it your fucking selves. It's not like CFG can't afford it. These professional sports clubs and organisations should fund their own fucking stadiums, not taxpayers.
That's true.
Your club's a disgrace for asking for that sort of financial help. Hopefully Dutton wins. This will be good for the Storm women's side. Melbourne City of Casey. Next stop, Morwell. They're being smart asses. When are you going to change the name to Southeast Melbourne City? One A-League game heads over there and I'm done. See, this is the thing. You can never win because everyone's talking about, first of all, I think it's a good thing for Melbourne City to have their own stadium. But this takes me back to the point I've made 1,000 times. Everything should have been geographical. I know when the league started, they wanted to compound their fans into one city teams. which is fair enough and it's completely fine. It actually worked for a long time.
Yeah.
But then when you start bringing in these other teams, it's got to be geographical, bro, because like, and it's too late now to fix, right? But Melbourne City are probably thinking for 10, 20, 30 years' time where it'll end up being a Southeast club. It didn't start as one.
Yeah, and out there will be more built. Everything's growing out that way.
Mate, it's so, the growth out there, pause.
A lot of
huge.
families are moving out there.
Yep. Down near Clyde and all that.
Yeah.
So, but in saying that, they've got a bit of identity crisis because it's like started as Heart, moved to City, played at Amy. Now they're trying to go back to community in the southeast, which is far from where they started in Bundoora. It's all a bit over the place, but at least I guess they're trying to do that. Now,
The only way I see it is, let's just say your Tarneets, right, where Western is, and your Melbourne Cities, where they are. I actually found this out recently because I didn't know. But obviously where I grew up in Noble Park, a lot less kids are attending schools in the younger ages because people can't actually buy anymore that want to make a family in those areas. So they are moving out to the Tarneets, out to the Cranbournes. So potentially in 5 to 10 years,
there will be.
those kids will then go to the juniors out in Tarneit.
Yeah, it
out
should
in
happen.
Zen, and
It
it
should
grow,
happen over
you
time.
know?
can I
Yeah.
make a point?
Yeah.
Which I didn't even think about.
Now, I'll have to check if I can say this, but it should be all good. For everyone saying that, Melbourne City is CFG, they've got endless money. They've got money coming out of their ass. They can do what they want. I don't think it's as simple as that, people. I used to think the same thing. But I've been told from my source that how City Football Group works is they focus on one team at a time per se. So Melbourne City almost got their kitty of cash when CFG built their training facility. So it's almost like, now this is just what I've been told, it's almost like City Football Group have said, all right, you got your state-of-the-art facility, you have to wait for your turn again. We're going to go focus on the team in Japan or New York or Belgium or wherever the fuck else. Your time will come again soon, in a couple years, whenever it is, when you guys need something, we'll come around. But I don't, they are rich, but I don't know if it's a case of like, one of our teams needs something right now. There you go.
Well, ultimately,
I don't think it's that simple.
At the end of the day, they're a business, right? They're not going to just keep pouring money into something that's like a dying asset for them.
100%. So
And I think
they look at it like you got your state of the art facility.
Make something
And
of
yeah,
what we've
that's
given
what I
you,
mean.
and then
That's what I was going to
comes.
say, Nor. They got to see it grow
Yeah.
and then put more money in it. If it doesn't grow, then fuck.
ROI. It's basic.
But just on the business stuff. So I didn't even know what a wind-up notice was, but basically those people that were creditors that Western United owed them money for, or I guess the entities that own Western United owed, put in the wind-up notices, and basically in layman's terms, it's a formal warning sent to a company that owes money, often by a creditor, like the tax office or a supplier. It means the creditor is asking the court to force the business to close or wind up and sell everything to repay what's owed.
So what's that in full simple
So in
terms?
plain terms, pay up or we'll get the court to shut your business down.
They're talking to the people that are trying to build Western.
The entities that own Western.
Oh, shit.
So because Western owe them money for work that they've done or something.
I wonder if that
doesn't
means,
sound good.
Like shutting the business down, because you know how all this stuff is also done through.
Yeah,
like,
just-
it's a separate company we create that holds the stadium.
Yeah.
Is it that gets shut down, or is
So
it
it
Western
could, yeah.
United? That
Well,
gets,
this is always this.
I don't think
I'm
who
guessing
knows?
it gets put on hold.
yeah.
the building
And there would,
process,
I'm
and then-
assuming there's a reason why things haven't been
Sure.
paid as well, like a tactical reason, not just we don't have the money.
yeah, $5,098.
But exactly. But it's interesting. But that led me to also do a little bit more digging into just finances of clubs. Isn't this wild,
Isn't this wild? They're all failing.
bruh?
Even Europe's
you know-
biggest.
Yeah.
Did you know in last financial year,
We're running at a loss.
Melbourne Victory recorded a loss of 10 million?
Yes, I knew that.
Did you? That was in the news.
Yeah.
I didn't even realise that. Then,
Wow.
so here we go. The 5 most profitable soccer clubs in the world: Manchester United, profit 187 million. Manchester City, profit 147 million. Tottenham, 161 million. Arsenal, 140 million. Bayern Munich, 84 million. And then listen to this. I don't know if these figures are accurate, but like we've said, we don't really care.
Yeah.
5 major soccer clubs with the highest debt. Barcelona, debt exceeding 2 billion.
Yeah. Shout out Barca.
Inter Milan, debt approximately 702 million. AC Milan, debt of approximately 666 million. Real Madrid, 662 million. Arsenal, 625 million. Chelsea,
weren't they in the top 5 most profitable?
Chelsea.
Rash.
Oh wait, how does that make sense?
Fuck, they're winning and losing.
Yeah,
How does that make
all
sense?
of this stuff is so interesting. And then we talk about sharing stadiums and it doesn't work. And then you think about Inter and AC in the San Siro and they just share it and it's like the most amazing thing as well. So it's like we're on one hand we're like duking on Melbourne for doing it, but we're like, nah, Italy. That's
Hold on,
No, but
maybe
when
I've
Italy
read
does
this one wrong. Oh, sorry. No, it's Chelsea.
Chill.
Chelsea debt of 3 trillion.
trillion.
Fuck off, Rash. I don't give a where. How are we fourth with a debt of 3 trillion? You guys are horrible.
How many
look,
zeros is that?
that's actually a good point. Now, all you financial nerds, guess what? Don't care. I haven't even paid tax ever in my life.
So Jerome's definitely not building City Stadium.
No, it ain't me. But I know in very basic terms that a lot of football clubs around the world are running at a loss. They are not the most profitable business when you in terms of investing. It just really ain't. Another few comments on the Melbourne City stuff. The stadium would serve as a dedicated home for the A-League women's team. It would also showcase our youth academy and offer potential for Australia Cup and pre-season fixtures. So everyone complaining about the men's teams playing there, they'll barely play there. They'll play at Amy for the time being. But again, until you've experienced something like Preston or going over to Europe to see it, compact stadiums are the best. It doesn't matter how many people are there. If it's full, it's full. Yeah. That's what it is. And it sucks the life out of the game. Now, on the A-League, victory, cracking game, 5-3 against Adelaide. Nishan Valupale is out of here. Say goodbye to him, Victory fans. He's getting sold. And so is Teague. Because not only is he scoring for the Socceroos in crucial games, he's performing for Victory as well. And he's just silky. He's a nice footballer to watch. He's not chaotic. And I think Victory have a real talent on their hands, and I think they're going to make a bit of coin out of dude. But it was a great game. A lot of people are getting on Victory for their attendances as of late, which is shaky because Victory are meant to be one of the powerhouses. But yeah, great game on the weekend. Harrison Sawyer.
Yeah.
He fucking waited so long for his chance. Mind you, this was the top dog in the NPL. And then to go to that from not playing at all, scores an absolutely crucial goal for MacArthur. So shout out Harrison Sawyer. We love you up here. He follows me, so I love him. That's my bias coming through. What else happened in the A-League this weekend? Now, he's a contentious character on Twitter, South Melbourne Mike. Do you know him, Gav?
Of course I know Mike.
Okay, Mike made a decent point. Now, he obviously hates the A-League. But he's just shown the table for the A-League, right? So, from 8th place down, mathematically, it looks like none of the teams can make finals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams are playing the rest of the season for nothing. I sort of agree with the guy that this is, again, where the problem comes in. You have 5 teams with what? How many games are left? I think it's like 6 to 8 games or some shit.
Yep, and if they were playing MPL, they wouldn't be getting paid.
Well, allegedly. So I believe there's...
no finals, no money, baby.
Yeah. I believe there's like 6 to 8 games left. And again, everyone's saying, oh, we're all over the place. We don't give a fuck about the stats. I don't have ballitis.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We give you roughly what's going on. That's what we're here to talk about. If you want the exact stats, fucking go on ChatGPT. Now, and even sometimes they're wrong.
Well, they just said Arsenal are profitable and
Yeah.
in debt, which I would love someone to explain how that's possible.
Well, again, AI is not fully there yet.
It's also it could have given you a list where it's profitable on football and then in debt overall, like all that kind of things. You know, the clubs have more than just football at this point. It's who knows.
So I actually agree with Mike here. You've got Newcastle, Central Coast, Wellington, Brisbane, Perth. The point gap is what? 8 points. Because there's 6 games left. Yeah, there could be a turnaround. But like underneath them, from 8 to 6, there's a 41 points to 26 points. So what's that? How many points is that?
15.
Yeah, there's a 15-point gap. So half of those bottom teams, one third of the league, pretty much, bit more, is playing for nothing.
So 5 out of 15
So
teams.
for me, my question is, right?
That's not great, is it?
Rash and Jerome, if you're a player, you know you can't get relegated, can't get promoted. How are you playing your games?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you...
Like, are you just
What do you
trying
mean,
to
how are you playing your
maintain your
games?
fitness? You trying to not get injured?
No, I'll tell you what
You're trying to get a gig somewhere else.
Get a gig. That's all it is, for me anyway.
Yeah.
If you're in a team that's struggling like that and you're really playing for nothing, you're trying to get a gig. Not in the
Gig
Prem,
at a bigger
not
club
at the Prem.
or
or overseas, Asia, make some money. Why else?
because it's such a hard one, right? Because you go.
Seriously, why else would you play, Gav?
That's why I'm generally questioning you guys.
No.
What are you playing for? Because you can't make top 6 where you can't make the big dogs of playing in Asia or whatever. You can't win the league, but even if you play bad
You can't
and
get
you've got a
relegated.
2-year deal, you're going to be at the club next year.
Yeah, I
you
don't know.
probably will.
I can't remember if I've ever actually been in that situation before. If we were weeks before, I can't remember if we've ever been in that situation.
But that's what I'm saying. At MPL level, this is why I go with the communist contracts because
Not at
if
the
you're playing for
canteen, no.
nothing, then the coach goes, all right, I'll play all my juniors, play all my resis. Fuck all you guys that are getting the money because you ain't getting it now.
yeah,
What do you have to say?
but I think in the A League, for the coaches, they're still trying to hold on to their job.
Yes.
So you can't just go, I'll play all the kids.
I
and
know.
I
but
mean,
then
to some extent they
Rash,
can do that,
but
and they
then
have
how
done that in the
do you
past.
motivate the players, bro, as a coach?
Well, you're planning for next year. You're building for next year. That's probably the message.
Well,
Getting ready for next year. Ready for next year.
I'm pretty sure the Newcastle coach has...
But imagine trying to do that for how many games left? You know what I mean?
yeah.
What do you think though? What do you think?
In what sense?
What are you doing if you're not playing for anything? Are you like what Gav said?
Imagine being a player. Imagine being a player, bro.
Ask the AFL, bro. They've been doing it for how long? 100 years?
No,
Bro.
no. There's a difference.
What?
They have draft picks. So
true.
What? They're trying to go lower.
well, teams have been accused of drop off. Oi, teams concede. Hey, teams are being accused of tanking. It's a thing. It happens in the NFL. Happens in the NBA because there's
Right.
a draft.
What's tanking like edging?
You know what? All those people that say they work 8 hours in a factory listening to us, they're the moments you live for. So there you go. You can have it.
Yeah.
You can have it. No, tanking is when you almost like don't try or like lose on purpose. Like it's like borderline.
It's borderline
betting.
match fixing.
Betting on yourself, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know. You don't
But
without
not
the
on
betting.
finances.
Without the betting.
Can people actually? I don't know if we want to talk about betting, but till what level can you bet on state leagues?
Bro, I know so many people that bet on NPL. It's not funny.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
But can you go to like a state 4 to 5?
No.
Okay.
I think it's state 1. It might be state 1, Gav.
Yeah.
Check that out. But yeah, I think it's just with the AFL because they're so cyclical. Is that a word?
Yep.
Cyclical. It's like no one team really dominates for like,
A 5-year stretch.
Is that because of the draft system?
draft system and
Well,
like
players are in and out of like what's a average AFL player's career?
Oh, it's like
I think
4
it's like
years.
yeah, I think it's like 4 or
No
5
way.
years, bro.
Yeah.
yeah,
Can
yeah.
you Google that now, please?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the
Average AFL
turnaround.
lifespan.
Yep.
So that obviously changes the games heaps
Well, yeah, that would.
because imagine in a 4-year span, there's a complete new group of players.
New roster.
Do you know what it is,
Yeah.
Rash, as well?
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you
6
off.
years. 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
Whereas
Okay.
Jack here has played 10 years for Brisbane Raw.
Who?
Jack Ingot.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I went to the footy on Friday night. I actually had a good time. Shout out to the people that come and said, what's up? Because a lot of our listeners are footy fans, hence the Dan Gorringe, everyone was losing their minds over that. Dan, if you're listening, would love to have you on. But I would call myself a casual Carlton supporter
Yeah.
who reek. They suck,
Right, yeah.
okay? And they haven't won a premiership since the 90s.
1995.
Yes. Well done, Gav.
Is that right?
I believe so, yes.
Just because my best mate is a Carlton supporter, and the
Yes.
year he was born was 1995, and that's when they won the
Yes.
won
You're
the
right.
what's it
Wow.
called? What do they call it? Won the flag.
Premiership, yeah, the flag.
Oh,
But the
that's
the
that's footy knowledge
the
right
fans
there.
still go. It
Footitis.
doesn't matter. There was still 44,000 people there. It's all got to do down to history and time, and I think they play a big role. Even in the Premier League, you'll see it. The teams that have sucked for ages, Everton, they're still turning out every week. They're still going. We just haven't reached that with.
But do you not think that there is... I don't know. This is the optics of it from me being an external person. But do you not think that, like, the majority of AFL fans
Have
don't
bias.
actually care?
No.
No?
I know where you're going with it, but the amount of head loss I see,
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
it's ruining their
bro,
life.
yes.
Really?
Like the amount of head loss you see, like there was
What?
one
But
guy
this
kicking
goes
the
on
fuck
for
out
just
of a
20...
bin.
This goes on for 20 years.
Yeah,
though.
bro. Carlton fans are
Yeah, they
like
suffer, man.
depressed.
Really?
Like there was one guy outside the stadium. We were leaving, and he's talking to himself. I don't think he was all there. Every fucking week, kicking the bin and shit. And then he looked at some Bulldogs fan and he goes, every week. And then the Bulldogs goes, it's not my fucking fault your team's shit. Like, bro,
Oh,
the
wow.
head
It's
loss
full
is
on,
unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, one of my close friends on
And they're wogs.
one of the guys I know from high school, he a couple of years ago he moved to Spain. He's been living there for 2-3 years, and he's a Brisbane Raw, not Brisbane Raw. What's
Lions.
Brisbane Lions guy, right?
Yeah.
Like through and through, whole families, whatnot. They made the finals last year, the year before, whatever.
Yeah, against Collingwood.
He flew down to the country, his whole family, like he surprised everyone, like whatever. He ended up on the news about it, whatnot. And it's like this is something that's passed on in his family. So it's like
Yeah.
clearly it's there. Because I actually have the same perspective as you, where it's like as Rash, where it's like, do people actually care this much, or are they kind of like we need something to do on Friday?
But no.
yeah, because I don't know.
Yeah.
There's-
That comes from a place of not knowing. Rash is not saying AFL fans don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, trust me, coming up in an AFL family and like people fucking care. Like my mate's cut up his membership in terms of how much it affected him. Like literally was like people really people really care.
But how does a team not perform so well? Like in the soccer world, I can see how it happens because of obviously like money and things like that. But that's not really a constraint in AFL, right?
Look, some teams obviously do have more money than others, but I believe the AFL is very helpful to all their teams. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure, like you said, it's all a monopoly. But I genuinely just think it comes down to the drafts, and yeah, I'm not well versed enough. I can't sit here and like give the whole AFL spiel because I don't know that much. But think about it, Rash. It's just logical. You get the best young player in the country to come play for you, and then he has a couple years there, and now like I don't know.
It turns the ship around often.
Yeah, it can, but like with sport, anything can happen. You know, you can get the first draft pick and still get
dud.
wooden spoon or whatever, or he could be a dud or whatever. But that's just how it is. In terms of the teams down the bottom that have nothing to play for, I don't know what they play for. If they're not playing
In
finals footy,
football?
yeah. Like if they're not playing finals footy, maybe it's to get a move, maybe it's to stay fit. I don't know. But
And I think that's like not in AFL, but for football in Australia, that's why it's so important. Promotion, relegation.
yeah, let's get with
it's
the rest of
like-
the world.
But it's just accountability in general. That's
course.
all it is, right?
Yeah.
It's accountability in any job. If you knew that you
Yeah.
can't lose your job,
Yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah.
Do you know what
you're probably not going to do things properly.
you know
Your
what it is,
salary is
Rash?
going to go down 20,000 if you get relegated.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's
Scrutiny is massive in the AFL. So maybe they are playing it for a pride in the sense of like, oh my God, there's 20 AFL shows. There's radio stations dedicated to AFL. We're going to fucking cop it if we don't do that. And the fans as well. Like, if you listen after a game, the call-ins are crazy. They're hilarious. Like, just pure head loss. Random side note, Gav. Someone said they're in Portugal right now with their 2 kids who are playing over there. And he says it's absolutely disgusting that State 3 is paying players when the 3rd tier in Portugal players are getting €400 a month. That was your life.
Yeah, different life.
So why doesn't he play State 3?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh,
Maybe he
wait,
wants-
he's over there playing?
No, he's
oh,
a
his
kicker.
kids. Oh.
Oh.
Would you say the 3rd division would smoke NPL teams in Portugal?
Probably, yeah.
You reckon?
Smoke.
I wouldn't say smoke,
3-0?
but they would win.
What,
They'd win the
NPL
league.
teams would beat the
No. He's saying the 3rd tier in Portugal would be.
Oh.
But they get paid €400 a month or whatever
right.
it is. Whatever it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, right.
Croissant.
But then again, the contracts are different. Like, my contract was always, I had
A com.
accommodation, food included, and then your contract. So
it's just
it
pocket
kind of
money.
weighs out, you know?
Yeah, but then some, yeah.
But the thing is, the way the Portuguese do it is they live there. You know what I mean? So, like,
Yeah.
they live there. So after training, they go back to their house. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh.
So 400 and let's just say 400, 600, 800 euros for them is unbelievable to play football.
Sorry, guys.
You know?
I've put up a video on Suited saying shout out to everyone, but no more amateur agents questions. And everyone's come in saying, bro, fix your smoke alarm. Put your smoke alarm back up if you can't call me. And he gave his number.
Why? What's wrong with it? Show me the...
It's like dangling from the roof.
It was
Yeah,
ringing.
it's dangling from the roof. What happened to the smoke alarm? Smoke alarm looks a bit faulty, cuz. Fuck, sorry, guys. Fuck. Someone just sent a message trying to poach players after 2 games. State League heritage.
I actually didn't know this about State League, but it's so fascinating.
Yeah, we are almost 3 weeks in and players are already disgruntled. Have you had a good preseason now and not getting the game minutes you deserve? Have you fallen into a comfort zone? Are you fed up of poor facilities? Do you want to be a part of something new?
What?
What
Is he
the hell is
questioning-
this?
Is
Is
he
this like a
questioning you?
sales script or
This
something?
is Victorian football community.
Questioning
Facebook.
who?
No, like players.
Oh.
Like, do you feel like you're not respected at your club? Join another club.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, State League players are the biggest. Oh, they're going to kill me for this, but I don't care. State League players, not all of them, are so unloyal. But I don't blame
I didn't know
I don't
this,
blame
but
them.
it's so crazy.
I don't blame them. I
so
don't
you
blame
can
them.
basically move whenever you want.
Yeah. Like, my brother has a mate that has genuinely played for 6 clubs in 2 years. Like, how is that a thing?
Look, if you've given up on the idea of going pro and this
Yeah,
is
it's all
just
about
for
money.
money and fitness now, it's like, oh, well,
Isn't this like 80% of our amateur agent questions?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I didn't start the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Should I move?
should I move two state leagues lower?
They've signed Kaká in State 5. I can't get a gig, though, because he plays in my spot. Should I move?
No, wait till
man.
he's injured.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Injure him in training and you can take his spot.
I have a random question. This is
Before you ask that,
okay.
the Sandringham Heatherton's going to be a really good game because
When is it?
it'll be in a couple of weeks. But someone from the someone
3rd of
from
March? Is it that one?
yeah, something like that. Someone from the club message saying Jerome and Nor's comments on State 3 are fucking appalling. Those 2 wouldn't even get a game in the Rezzies. First of all, we would.
I know.
No. We would get a game.
Reserves, absolutely.
We'd get a game in State 3 Rezzies. I don't know what he's on about. Secondly, they said, but Gav can come for free. So you know what I replied? I said, brother, I rate State League more than Gav does. This guy would not go watch State 3 if you paid him. So I don't know what you're talking about because I love going to watch it. And this guy would not go to a State 3 game and he can tell you yourself. But, yeah.
How much would it
gotta go-
take you, Gav? How much would someone have to pay you for you to play a season in State League?
Wow.
3.
I have been thinking about this. Right, I have been not
He's planning to move
not
clubs
state
in 2 weeks.
not state three.
You haven't even played a game
Not
yet.
state three, but I've realised that probably going forward, if I still want to play football, I need to play football with a group of mates.
Yeah.
Where it's just I go in there,
It's enjoyable.
I enjoy it. It's my environment of zen, peace. It's my 2 days a week that I can just relax, train.
It's not a piss take, but it's not a
Yeah.
stress
I'm
factor.
just with
All
my
right,
boys.
can I ask you
I'm
this
with my
question,
boys.
Gavin? Can I ask you this question? If you were designing a state league 3 club, and obviously you got your communism payment system, but how would you? What type of environment are you trying to create there?
All right,
because
great
it's
question.
such a hard level
Great
to
question.
coach. Because it's like, yeah, how serious do you take it? How much like socialization and fun do you incorporate?
Great question.
People are coming from the trade side. Like, how do you deal with
I
that?
would do
They will be
the
coming
whole
from
year, the same day's training, regardless if you play Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, the same days,
Yep.
the same times,
Yep.
max
90 minutes.
hour and a half. Yeah.
Trainings, you mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because for
Yeah.
me as a player and through my experience, I don't want the stress levels up because training's been changed.
Yeah. Can I just
Because-
make a public service announcement on
shit.
this?
Shit.
Bruh, these clubs
Yeah.
with
Clubs.
no schedule whatsoever
Yeah.
that randomly, today we're going to train this time. Next week we're not because we lost.
that's
Now
close.
we're going to be in here. Now we're going to be over here. This week you're on Tuesday, Thursday. Next week
you
you're
fucked the
Monday,
treasurer
Wednesday.
off, so we're training on
Yeah.
Thursday.
You
Shout out the one club that did this.
and I need to ask a question to the captains in these teams. How are you guys not pushing back on this? I hear about it all the time, like, oh yeah, we've got to go now. We've got to go in. Sorry, I can't go to work. I can't see my missus. I can't.
Overstate 3.
Yeah, like,
Bro, how are you not going in and saying no? We're not. Give us a 1 month schedule and
Yeah.
stick to the schedule.
Yeah.
And
And
this
this is
not
the
even semi-pro.
This is the one thing
unbelievable.
That, shout
Yeah.
out Avondale when I was there. The best schedule and most would give you so much time to organize yourself, and they would almost be like, if you can't be here, you fucked up because we've given you this much time to be organized.
That's fine. Yeah,
That's
right?
a good
100%.
layout. When it's
Yeah.
like if I'm not there, I know it's my fault. That's the correct.
Why can you give us some examples of why clubs change the schedule so much? You were just sort of rambling through them there, but I want some good examples.
Okay, because maybe they lose. So now because we've lost, we're going in tomorrow morning to do a recovery session in Port Melbourne on a Sunday
Which
morning
I
at
think
7
they forget.
7 a.m.
I think they forget that every person in this league works, and maybe he might have a job, a cashy on a Saturday morning, and now he's fucked himself and potentially not in the squad next week because he missed the 10
What
a.m.
else?
recovery
Wait,
session.
hold
What
on.
else?
In that particular
You know?
instance, right? Like, you get a text saying, "Hey, we lost today, so tomorrow morning we're doing what." I have a job. Like what? So
Bro,
half the
boys-
squad
Yeah,
doesn't
brother.
roll.
If I'm on the
boys-
leadership team, I'm saying,
boys miss training.
No, that's not what we're doing.
Impossible.
Sorry.
Bro, there's boys
Sorry.
that miss work to go to the trainings.
So actually, hold on. I will take that back.
I've got
if
about
we've
1
lost,
minute.
that's probably an area where it's hard to argue with.
yeah.
But if they've changed the schedule for another reason, maybe because the game is on a different day this week. Because the game's on a different day, so now we're going to change the schedule around. Or because, I don't know, what's another example?
They play on a Sunday,
You-
so they
you
add
probably-
an extra day of training
Yeah.
during the week.
What other reasons? You
Someone
actually
fucked
would
the
know.
treasurer's
'cause
wife?
Probably not that reason, but the reason I say this is because I speak to players and they're telling me that, oh no, this week our schedule's this. I actually don't know. What are the reasons that this is
Well,
happening?
that's what it
like,
would be.
obviously losing,
Losing
different day on
change
the
of-
weekend.
Coach has something on. That happens.
Yeah.
Coach has just had a kid. Tough titties, man. We train on Tuesdays.
I wish I could think of some examples
Ground
because there's more,
availability,
bro. There's
ground
more.
availability.
Availability,
Yeah.
weather.
There's heaps. But like for me,
Clashes
I would
with the rest of the of the club.
Yeah. I would do same day, same time, the whole year, exactly the same. I wouldn't change it. And then I would do, if you miss one training, automatic bench.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
I wouldn't have
100%.
that.
Why?
I think at that level, it
I'll
makes
tell you
sense.
why. I'll tell you why.
Why does it make sense?
Because at that level, it's like, yo, at the root
Nah.
of this,
Yes.
this is social.
Yeah.
But state
So
one's
it's like
not social.
if you,
State one
But
is not
then,
social.
but
That's a fair
then,
point.
bro, but then put it this
You're
way.
getting paid.
Bro, okay. If you don't make the squad, you don't get paid.
Wait. What do you disagree with? That you should be on the bench if
I'll
you
put it
miss a
this way.
session?
Put it this
No,
way.
he's saying
Put it
they
this
should
way.
start even if they miss a session.
No, let me finish. Put it this way. We got 3 games left, right? I'm the star striker. The only other substitute we have is a 21s striker.
Yeah.
Right, who's not going to score because he's 4'2", and he's also 12.
oh,
Right. Sorry.
7-year-old making coffee.
Yeah.
Again.
Right. I miss one training because I have something on. I've got a doctor's appointment. I've got work. I've got whatever. If we get to the weekend in a crunch match for us to stay up in the league or for us to win the league, and I'm benched when I could have scored for us or helped the team win, I'm not doing that as a coach.
I would, and I tell you why. I bet you the young player will step up.
No.
In that, if you,
But what are the chances of
and-
the gun scoring compared to the young player scoring?
and it's also about consistency because you need to have standards, and I think you need to be also consistent with those standards. So then, even when it's a very difficult situation like that, which is an anomaly, but it would happen if you're trying to have these standards, you have to be consistent because otherwise, then you're not being fair.
And as a coach, then the player, this striker, plays his fucking life out for
Yeah.
you, and the one that gets subbed on pulls his fucking shorts up and goes, yep.
And I tell you what, if I'm in that squad and you play, the coach has lost my respect in that scenario.
Yeah, 100%.
I would say
If they've upheld
what
certain
level.
if they've upheld
But
certain
that's what I'm saying,
standards and said
exactly
you got to
what
be on
North
time,
said.
you got to attend sessions, blah blah blah, and then there's a situation where they need it and they get worried and they shit themselves and they change their standards, I would lose
you're
my
telling me you
respect for
don't
them.
rate the squad, to be honest.
Yeah,
If that's the case, right?
Yeah,
but
but
also that
there's
just
also-
like your standards are not your standards.
Yeah.
It's only when it's convenient.
as well. Because it
so
sounds good in theory.
This is where I was going to say, I think there has to be a standard, because you're right that it's not 100% social, but it does lean more social than not.
Brother,
right?
why are you missing a session
Now,
when you
days
got
a
a
week.
relegation battle
'Cause my
coming up that
fucking
week?
dog died.
Yeah, I think
So
you
you
should
need a
still get
rest.
the session.
No, okay.
If
Do you want
your
to go
dog
worse?
You need a
I don't know
mental
how
break.
bad you want to go, but of
I
course,
died.
yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Literally playing with 10 men.
Because there's going to be emergencies where it's like, I actually get why he couldn't come to training. Like,
Which, bro? Which? Like, that is so rare that it's not even worth talking about. That what? What are you going to say, bro, other than you died?
This is where I was
Someone that's very close to you died. That's the only
I
other
had to
excuse.
take my girlfriend to hospital.
the only contingency I would put in this, for example, is like, it would have to be a certain amount of missed trainings.
Yeah.
That then this happens. It can't happen on the first one.
That's what I'm
Especially
saying.
if we're talking like state 1, right? State 2.
If the cunt does it every time,
But if
every
it's like,
6 weeks, every 3 weeks.
second training session, you're
Yeah.
not there, it's like, all right, hey, you're actually on the bench now.
But the hard part is, again, you got to be consistent, bro. So you've got to say what the standard is.
Yes,
so
yeah,
what
yeah,
is the
yeah,
standard?
yeah.
It has to be objective. It
Absolutely.
can't be like situational.
Yeah, absolutely.
It has to be, you miss one session, you're out. Or it's 2 sessions. Or it's
But
3.
what
Which
level
one
are we
is it?
speaking?
It's whichever level that because my other side is from the players. They're expecting a certain standard from the club, which is be consistent and
So-
have your
so you
standards with
also be a good
organisation and stuff
employee.
like that. So then I would expect that from the club side that they can hold me accountable to a standard the other side.
But
the
I'm
other
saying,
way.
what level would you say? Because if it's state 5, like I've seen with my brother's team, and someone misses training, but they literally don't have squad numbers, that person's got to play. They're not going to be benched.
Yeah, okay, state 5, but state 5, I also wouldn't be really expecting them to have consistent
So you're saying
schedules
this is-
and ground access all the time and all this stuff.
And
Like,
this is where it comes back to this false economy, because this is where things like state 5, no one should get paid.
Yeah, no shit.
You know what I mean? It's like it comes back to that whole kind of thing. It's like
once money gets involved,
once no one's getting paid, well, it doesn't matter. Play me if I don't come training. Don't play me if I don't get whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, that's why I asked what level, because I think.
Oh, you're right. Like State 1, imagine end of the season, we could be going up, we could be not, and then freaking superstar over here who scores with his cock, right?
Yep.
Can't make it to training this week, and I bench him. Impossible. You know?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's very hard. It's a very hard one.
Where
but
did this even come from?
Gavin said something and then he left.
Yeah.
What was the question?
I don't
He was
know.
saying, how would you?
I asked-
how would you run your NPL? Oh, your
Yeah.
State 3 club.
Oh, you asked Gavin how you would run your State 3. Yeah, okay. But I guarantee you, if Gavin got dropped because he missed one session, he would fucking lose his mind. Anyway. What else do we have before we get into amateur agents? I got a really good one. I got a few quick ones. I watched Barcelona's women's team play yesterday.
Okay.
They're really fucking good.
Bro, unreal. Unreal.
No,
They're
like
so good.
really good.
Like top quality.
Like the play, I was like the flow of the play and the tricks. I was like, what? I've been sleeping on this. I just wanted to say that. Like,
FCB Femini is good.
they're very good. They smoked
Who were they playing?
Granada's boots or whoever it was.
Were they bad?
Not necessarily, but like, bro, and there was like, it was like 20,000 at the game. Like, they get numbers in Europe.
Here's a question for you, all right? This is a question that I have thought about recently, right? With the rise of women's football, right? More teams, more attention, more women's teams, all that stuff, right? How do you think the majority of, let's say, the Matildas did their junior development?
With girls,
With girls, you think they did?
I reckon, yeah. Bro, some of these Matildas are
current
like 22,
Matildas?
23.
You think the current Matildas,
I reckon
or the bigger players, you think the majority of them did their development with girls
I think
in girls' teams?
If you look at the main crop, they're all under 30, like the stars. I reckon.
I don't know if-
women's football
I
had
reckon-
enough traction at that
I reckon
point.
it-
Yeah.
I don't know if
just
they're
had enough.
under 30.
The stars. Mary Fowler's like 22. Kyra Crooney Cross, like 21, 22.
Oh, yeah. I suppose there's some, but there's some
Sam
that are
Kerr's
older.
under
There's-
30.
Is she?
Yeah.
She's 29, isn't she?
Yeah. Like,
Okay, around 30, would say, a lot of the big ones?
No, I'd say mid-20s, bro.
Okay.
I'm thinking, I think the women's football had just enough, traction and clubs and facilities or whatever for these girls to play. Majority would have played in girls' teams. Now, they might have, their first year might have been in a boys' team when they were really young. Like, if you look at someone like Bubs, who's in her 40s, yeah, she was playing with guys. But that was, that she's got 20 years on some of these young players. So I think times have changed for them to probably be playing in girls' teams. And I say that to say, an old school friend of mine, his sister was like meant to be the next big thing in the country. And she's like 25, 26 now. And she was always playing in girls' teams. She was always with the girls' squad. Like, she started in a boys' team, I believe, could be wrong. But then majority of her juniors and developmental stuff was with women's teams, whether it be NTC or fucking whatever. I'd say most did, but the ones who are 30 plus probably played with boys. I'd say. I don't
That's
know.
Because
fair.
Just
I got
speaking
asked
out
the
of my
question the
arse.
other day about, at what age should they be going and trying to play into the girls' teams, and at what age should they be? I mean, if they're playing in mixed teams, for example.
They should. I think that now there's enough infrastructure for you to find a girls' team. I could be, some people might be
There
saying
probably
no,
is,
there's not.
but I
There
don't
surely
know
is.
if that's better for their development.
If you think they should play with boys,
I think so.
yes and
And
no.
I don't
man.
know. I don't know
Also,
if I'll get smashed for this, but maybe I will.
Mentally, it might be fucked for them.
But yes, obviously there's social things that's
Yeah.
a bit different.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a different thing.
Like, they're not playing with friends. We had a girl
Yeah,
in our
that's a bit
team when we were
different.
younger for 2 years.
Yeah.
I had to play against one once. It was just
Yeah,
it was so
and it's like
difficult. It was
when
so
she was younger, it's like, fuck, no one's speaking to her. She's got no friends in this team. the coach is banging her mum. Like, what are we... seriously, what are we doing here? Like, she's actually not in a good environment.
Yeah, that's a different. Yeah, that's the socially definitely different. But I mean, technically, physically.
I was gonna say. So, do you think it helps the younger female players technically or physically?
Both.
I think the game's quicker.
Okay.
I think the game's quicker.
What about this?
Yeah. Well, once I'm talking, by the way,
Like
you only start to see the difference, obviously, once puberty comes in.
Yeah.
So yeah, 14, 15, 16, around those ages.
Too old. I reckon young kids in academies, it's fine to be
I
mixed.
reckon up to like 11. Yeah.
But at a full team, I don't think so.
What do you mean a full team?
Like a full team, like a club, they should be playing with all girls. But if they're doing stuff like BT, they actually do get that nice little balance of like, I'm with boys here.
Do you, I don't know if you want to get into it, but like, do you have a lot of girls in your programs?
We have some. I'd say maybe a little bit below half.
Because I feel like those ones is the ones where what you're talking about, where they get the best of both worlds, where it's like, this is the reality of my league, and this is the great source that I go get from somewhere else. I'm getting exposed to how the young guys are playing. I'm getting exposed to the speed of their game, whatnot, and I have to match it in training and drills and whatnot. But then it's like the competitiveness of the league that I'm in is realistic still.
Yeah, I think anything over 10, 11, they should be in girls' teams.
Because socially, you mean?
Yeah, I'd say so, but then that has a massive impact because, like, look at it this way, bro, right? If I'm a girl and when I was a girl, when I'm playing in these teams, it's like, what are they actually looking forward to if they've got not to say boys and girls can't be friends, but you know how fucking kids are. A 10-year-old is not going to think, oh, let's include the girl, let's do the right thing. They're just worried about going there with their mates. They're just fucking kids. But I think if that girl's like, it might turn her off the game completely. And then you don't actually see any of her development because it's like, oh, I've been put in a boys team because I want to play soccer and there's no other options. And my mum just said, go here because it's the closest one to our house.
But then there's some girls that feel more comfortable with the boys. And they actually get taken out of the boy group. Well, there's some girls that
might be.
that feel more comfortable with the boys and they get taken out of it because maybe it's the right path. It's more of a pathway towards the senior team or something like that. But they actually were comfortable there.
Look,
so then for them, do you still think?
Well, when I played footy when I was younger, we had 2 girls in our team and they integrated so much better than the girl did in our soccer team. So
in the footy environment.
In the footy environment. Like, especially one of them, we'd get around her like she was one of the boys. Like, oh, let's go, Faye. Like,
let's go
what?
Faye. Her name was Faye.
I thought you said something else.
Yeah, that's right.
No, Faye. Faye.
All right.
Yeah, she was a little gun as well. But I think we liked the girls because they were good. I think when we were younger, it was like, oh, we got a girl on our team. It's a bit odd. But because
she's actually really good. Watch.
Yeah, she can kick, like she'll snap this, like she'll score this. But it's like she was better than some of the boys in our team, so we didn't have a problem. But then an issue does arise if she's getting bullied because she's not up to the boys' standard.
Okay, can I ask
of course.
the flip side of this, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's say you're a girl that's a gun. Even on the boys' team, she's a gun, right? Melissa Barbieri might have been a good example of this, right?
Which I've seen, by the way. I've seen this
That's the
happen.
thing. It's not impossible,
At
right?
15, 16, elite level, still the girl is standout within the boys. Yeah, I've
not
seen
impossible. A football team is based on merit, so the best player needs to start, right? But if she's playing on a boys' team and she's playing right wing and she's starting in right wing, and the other right winger who's a boy, what does he do?
Yeah,
does he
sit down?
Well, from a coach's perspective, I agree with you.
Fresh.
If I'm the player, I'm like, yeah, but she's not even a boy.
Yeah, but that's why they should,
yeah.
after 10 or 11, it should get out of there. I think there's enough infrastructure and programs and clubs now for girls to play with girls.
But is the issue not then?
They don't need to play with boys.
They don't need to, but I'm talking about the individual development of the individual person.
I think that's where it goes to individual time in football schools and whatever. It's like mix it and
That's what I'm saying.
make the
Maybe that's
best
where you get the balance.
concoction.
Well, you're saying that you believe that if the girl's good enough, she should play with the boys till she's 16.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I see
bro.
the pros and
age is
cons.
techie.
Because then, what if that applies to like professional leagues?
Because I'm just saying of like, while they're in their development, should they not play? Like, do a
most-
real hypothetical example.
Yeah, I know
A
what you
real hypothetical example.
what you mean.
That I don't know if this is actually happening, but there may be a girl that the elite, say 15-year-olds in the country, she's at their level. Let's just say, or let's say she's even
This
like
is very rare, though.
yeah, very rare. But
Like,
let's say she's
very,
at like Marta, right? She's at the 15-year-olds
Yeah.
level. Then when she gets put into with her girls group at the 15s, she's way outstanding of that group. Let's just say.
Yeah.
Should you put her in with the girls group?
No, but what I will say is, though, I'm trying to be devil's avo. What I will say is, at this point, unless it's like a literal Neymar type of player, there is no girl in Australia. This could be a wild comment. I don't think there's any girl in Australia that there is not a women's competition for her level currently. Because if she's that good, Rash, she'd be playing for the young Matildas.
I
She'd be
was
playing
gonna
for NTC or
So
whatever.
you're saying she should be playing up age groups?
I was gonna ask
Yeah, age groups, bro. Because like if she's,
That's maybe fair.
I guarantee ya that there are some 16-year-old girls that play NPL, which for a guy would be like, fuck, that's mad. But for them, it might be more normal because
It's just a
Yeah, that's
quality,
probably
quality
true.
thing. She's
Yeah.
good enough to be upper level, not good
upper
enough
level, not
I think-
gender.
Because there might also be an argument here that's almost insulting to say she's good enough to play with the boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
As
maybe.
opposed to she's good enough to play upper level, which is what we do with boys all the time. We go, oh yeah, he's 15, but he can
We've got
play.
to
He
answer
can
that.
be on the bench
Yeah,
for
that's
the
they've got
18.
to play up.
Yeah,
that's the
probably
answer.
true.
They've got to play up in age because it's still because listen, if you're a 14-year-old girl and you play under 18s or you play NPL, you'll get your taste of you'll just get the right amount of physicality and speed and all that you need, right? Whereas I think you do reach a certain age where it's like, nah. And look, I hope I don't get killed for this, but I'm in support of girls playing women's football with the girls. I don't think at this point they need to. I know you're saying about their development, but I don't know why it took me 25 minutes to give you why don't they just play up?
Yes, same, literally.
Because that would be the best scenario, I think, in terms of like if they're too good for their age group, they're smashing everyone, play up. Same thing would happen with the boys.
Yeah.
Like if Jay played NPL when he was 14.
Because he was just too good for 14
Yeah, he was just too good.
Yeah, that's true.
So, good topic that though. Thanks for that snippet. Also, just quick question: should you celebrate against your former team?
Yes.
Hard?
Yeah, like Adebayor.
Okay, you reckon you should?
Depends what the relation with the former team is.
Yeah, there's a
Adebayor made sense for Adebayor, but then also like when Mo Salah did it against was it
might have been Chelsea.
Chelsea or something, and he just is it hand on heart kind of thing.
Oh,
Can I do? I'll do another public service announcement.
10
All right? I'll do another
Shit.
public service announcement. Can we, in the football community, cut the crap of it's like a family here, and we really care about each other, and we're a nice family? You don't. All right.
Expand.
Yeah.
Let him
It's a
expand.
capitalistic
Okay.
environment. Dog eat dog. Everyone is there for themselves, and yeah, they might be nice to you while you're there and blah, blah, blah. But this whole thing of after you score a goal against your former team and then going like this, if you weren't performing for that team, they would have got rid of you. It's not a family. Like a family is unconditional love.
Hold on.
Family is unconditional
You're
love.
saying if you weren't performing, that's why they got rid of him.
No, if you weren't performing at your previous club, this one that you know, they were a family and I love that club and I'm not going to celebrate over them. If you weren't performing at that club before, they would have got
definitely
rid
hear
of
what you're
the reason they liked you and the reason they treated you well at that club was because you were doing something for them. And
Okay.
you were playing well.
Devil's Avo.
That's it.
Great little rant. I need those for snippets. what do you do in the sense of that player was the hero? 15 years, 10 years, whatever. Like a Frank Lampard at
Wait,
Chelsea.
hold up. Messi goes now and scores a curler against Barcelona, right? For PSG, let's say, and he just runs up the pitch and celebrating, takes his shirt off, holds it up, holds it up to the stands. You'd be like, you're a bit.
Well, I'll give you a situation that actually happened. When Frank Lampard scored against us when he was at Man City, he didn't celebrate, but I was shook to my core that he had done that. How dare he? He didn't celebrate. Now, do you think there's any level where a player shouldn't celebrate against their
No,
former
bro,
club?
because it's not like... Yeah, I'm joking about the Adebayor thing. Maybe you shouldn't do something like that. But you're celebrating a goal, bro. Are you happy to score or not?
Yes.
All right, I am happy I scored.
Yeah.
I am playing for this team now. This is my team. I want to score. I want to beat you, obviously. So what do you mean you're not? It's tokenistic. It's not real. It's a gesture that has no meaning behind it. If you love that club so much, stay at that club.
Are you referring to just celebrations or in general, the whole we're a family, we're a club? Like, are you talking
It's an
about...
extension of the same tokenistic behavior.
Okay, but I say this to say, again, you've been in the professional environments. I have not. Surprise, surprise.
Thanks, Jackknife.
Yeah, Jack Knight. Jackknife. Anyway, when it's a grand final and you're in there and then the gaffer walks in and he gives this and he plays all your family crying to you on the screen and he does that whole spiel of like, listen, I've had you boys for 5 years. Yeah, you're not my players, you're my brothers. And we're a family, and we're going to go out to war today as a family. And everyone's like, fucking come on. Mm-hmm. You think that's all bullshit?
No, I think there's certain individual relationships that can be real within clubs, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. I have them.
Yes, you do.
100%. So there is certain coaches that if they said that to me, I would believe that they almost... Yes, it's somewhat conditional on my performance,
Yes.
but they also have built a personal connection with you that even if you start performing poorly, they really want to help you
They
come
want the
back
best
to
for you.
be a good performer and also a happy individual. I believe that can happen. But a club, an organisation, no.
So you're talking about the board and the higher-ups.
The connection between player and club is bullshit.
Can I?
Oh,
Can
Rash,
I-
that's a
Yeah.
huge one.
The player connects with the club for sure. But they can feel. I think the player can feel towards a club that they love the club. They could be a fan of the club, and build almost a non-conditional love towards that club
What about someone
because
like...
it's an imaginary thing almost.
What about someone like Arsenal who's built an Henri statue?
That's because he performed well for them.
However,
But they would, if he performed poorly for 4 weeks, they would cut him out. Look at what happened with Ronaldo at Man United. It's a perfect example of it.
I just think it's a harsh state. It's harsh.
Can-
I get where you're coming from,
maybe
but it's
there's a
harsh.
flip side, and I think this is what makes football very special. And it's something that, like, I think we've said it here before. Where it's like American sports lose this, where there's no city loyalty, right? Like, so you can play for the Lakers and the Clippers, and everyone just whatever. It's just a transfer, right? And you move between every club in the league, and it's whatever. Football, there's a city loyalty,
Exactly,
right? So it's like.
Yeah.
Figo going to Madrid was like, yeah, you deserve a pig's head thrown at you based on the people from the cities, right? So that element, I feel like maybe plays into it as
100%.
well, where it's like if we lose that level of loyalty to city or club, so to speak, or whatnot, it's like then you just kind of end up in that Americanized way of sports where it's like, this is 100% obviously just business, even though it is in football as well. But it's like it loses some kind of taste or flavor that's special to football.
Rush is right, but I also don't want to believe it because then it takes away
I know.
the allure.
It's
of
like
football.
finding out WWE is not real. You know?
But I think from a fan's perspective, for example, a fan, exactly what you're saying, they have a love for, let's say,
it's the club.
the brand or the city, let's call it. And that supersedes everything.
Yeah.
So a player coming in, yes, you can love the player if it serves that.
Yeah.
But if the player stops serving that,
Yeah.
you could say, I love the player.
Yeah.
You love what the player is doing for that.
Yeah.
And then if the player stops doing that, all of a sudden they're the rival now. So even though they're still within your club, if they're hurting that, now they're your opposition almost.
I think that's not just football. I think that is everything except family.
Oh, even
true.
Even family sometimes.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
like
mostly when money's involved.
Friends even, if it's like you're not serving me, then what the fuck are you doing here? You could even, it's in music, like, oh, this artist hasn't given me the good music for the past years, I don't give a fuck about him anymore, which happens with me all the time. So I genuinely think it happens in everything.
We like to pick sides.
I feel like the only unconditional is really family, and sometimes that's not even unconditional.
It's just parents-child.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that when...
Like, what other situation would be opposite to football? Because
in a friend's situation, because football is highly competitive, right? And the amount of space where you're allowed to be poor is so small.
Whereas
so the accountability, the transactional nature of the relationships are so big. So where it's like, if I know that I could lose my job like that, my relationships, of course, become more transactional, and I have to really worry about myself. So yes, so then by nature, the relationships become more conditional, because if I know I can lose my job like that, so if we work in an office and it's going to be much harder for me to lose my job, I don't care that much how much you serve me as my mate in the office.
Yeah.
But if my job is at risk and at any moment, it kind of is, but if at any moment I could lose my job and my whole life goes away.
Yeah, but do you not think footballers can have a year off in form and still remain at the club and then come back?
Of course they do, but all I'm just saying is it's not, I don't believe it's a real relationship. And bro, you see it all the time, man. You see it all the time. People say, oh, this is like a family here. It's like a family here. Then you find out. It is. It is. Yeah, but my point of that is that, celebrate against your ex-club. Fuck them.
Okay.
And it's also not a big deal. It's not like, I don't see it as like I don't see it as that big of a deal to celebrate. It's like, I wanted to score a goal for my new team, obviously. Yeah. Well, why don't you then not try to score a goal if you really care about your ex-team so much? You know what I mean? I think it's just a tokenistic gesture to pretend, to show that you're like a respectful person. It's performative, I think.
Top 10 respect moments.
Yeah, top 10 respect moments. But football fans are torn. Most of them, a lot of them say, fucking celebrate, you weird cunt. Like, who cares? But that's when it doesn't involve their club. I feel like if it involves their club, a lot of them change their tune of like, you fucking... Like... but then again, I've seen Chelsea fans say, why are people complaining that have it celebrated? We fucking hate him.
Yeah.
That proves your point. Like, he moved, he stopped performing for us, he moved to a rival, now we hate him. So it's like...
Yeah.
Also, why aren't footballers bald anymore?
Oh, I mean...
AI?
Well, I know why.
AI.
Well, it's Turkey, but...
Yeah.
There's no mad ballers anymore that are receding. Think in the early 2000s and the 90s, bro, some of the best players ever, Dennis Bergkamp, Iron Robin, they had no hair.
Yap Stam.
Dennis Bergkamp?
Can be us.
Wait, Dennis Bergkamp was receding?
He was receding,
What?
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was.
Oh, receding, not bald.
No, not bald.
Yeah.
Like a hardcore.
Oh, so you're saying bring back the recede.
Bring back the recede, man.
Oh, I don't know. Just shave your head.
Nah, but it's like,
just
this
let go.
football heritage, like...
Heritage.
I don't know. I was looking at some photos of players in the 90s and every single cunt had the same cut where it was just hair here at the back and at the front it's bald, like Goran Pandev.
How about the Gravison? Have you heard that thing where... Wait, is it Gravison that shaved his head? No, not Gravison. the captain of Celtic, what's his name?
Scott Brown.
Scott Brown. He was just shaving his head.
He's not bald.
He wasn't bald.
Yeah,
that's-
BBC.
That's
Bald by choice.
Bald by choice.
Yeah.
That's like Juan Sebastian Veron.
Yeah.
Bald by choice.
I believe so.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. There was a
didn't know
French
that.
African player. Might be Mateta, actually.
Nah, please tell me. I think he's balding.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
No, there was definitely another
Give me
BBC.
hope.
Yeah. There was another BBC that was bald by choice.
He's both.
Yeah. Some people are just BBC, man.
Yeah.
Scott Brown, yeah, I could definitely see that. That's just to be a hard man.
Yeah.
You know, Zidane was definitely bald.
Hey, why is being bald, why is that an indication of being hard?
They say it's extra. Like the story prior to Reality of Science was like it's extra testosterone as well, because oftentimes bald men also can grow really good beards. So and yeah, it's often a thing. And
Why
so
is
they
a
say-
beard hard and a full head of hair isn't hard? like, why is that a thing?
I think it's because also like if you're maintaining your hair, it's like, oh, okay, you're doing what the girls do. It's kind of like the outlook on it, so you lose hardness.
Yeah, but then every cunt with a beard like Gavin has oils and
bro,
shit.
I'll never touch my own beard myself. I
Yeah.
have to go to the barber to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, but
Maybe
isn't
it's just
there...
maybe it's just like, oh, he's fucking crazy. He's got no fucking hair.
He's got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't this wild, this new thing of like beards, man? This beard pride.
Hell yeah.
Beard pride is a thing, huh?
Yeah.
We're very superficial.
It's bigger than a
I
lot
hear
of other
people,
pride.
yeah, I hear, oh man, my beard's thicker than your beard.
Yeah. It used to be about cocks.
Honestly, we've lost the plot as men.
Yeah, we lost it. Go back to dick sizes.
It's like a dick measuring contest
Yeah.
without dicks.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I measured my beard length at home, and yours is looking fucking small, buddy.
You're looking flaccid.
Yeah,
there.
you're looking flaccid over there. Anyway,
All right, so I went to a State 3 and a State 4 game. Real quick, this is a half-baked thought, but I wanted to hear your opinion, especially as a... I feel like, because we always say like football's always evolving and changing and blah, blah, blah.
I just got a crazy message. I'm sorry.
Go for it.
Oh.
Thanks again, Rashid. It was great meeting you.
Uh-huh.
If Jerome's interested in getting back at Daniloquin for making him sick all those years ago, remember that story? Where I went camping?
Yeah.
My club, Golden City FC, plays them in the Bendigo Amateur Soccer League. If he wants to play up front and get his revenge, let us know. The head coach and president are on board. No way I go play a
Hey,
game for
should we
Golden
get
City
That's good content.
Guest
Golden
game,
City.
huh?
against Daniloquin, my ops.
Bro, could you imagine he scored?
Oh, fuck.
trick?
Imagine he scored
Hat-trick?
off the cock.
Bro, I'd have to be on pens and I'd miss one.
You know what's so funny? You
Get
probably
me
have
off hands.
cheese the night before.
Yeah,
Shit
nah,
itself.
fuck no. Rash is cooking for me.
And his mum drives him to the game.
Yeah.
He lies in the back seat.
Bro, that
And
would
she
be a
throws
mad vlog.
She throws $50 at his head.
Oi, imagine this. I'd do this. The vlog is I have to take public transport to go play Sunday League in Bendigo.
Yeah, that'd
And
be
by
mad.
myself with just my camera, like, we're at a Chuka. We're nearly there.
Yeah, that'd be mad. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
I might do that,
For
man.
sure.
Shout out to Julian. All right, fuck me. We have so many amateur agents questions. Like,
Oh, actually, I do, bro. You know what, man? I feel really bad. Last week when we did that grief question,
Yeah.
and I don't want to put a dull on the mood. We'll go back to just
dumb shit.
having a laugh and whatever. But, bro, you know what happened was that question rattled me so much because we were having a laugh, and then that came out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah, I saw it rattled you.
And I quickly tried to find this poem because this poem is actually unbelievable. So this is for the person that put in the message last week, in case you're still listening.
Yes.
And what happened was, because I was so rattled, is I Googled to find the poem, and I actually started reading, halfway through realised this is not the right poem.
But the one you read was mad.
That's shit, man. Compared to this. Listen to this, bro.
I thought,
No.
what the fuck?
No,
I thought
straight
that
up.
one was fucking hard.
Straight up, listen to this, man. And this is for, bro, this is what I meant to read you because when I read this, for context, my dad had also passed away. When we did that question last week, was two days before that was the anniversary of his death 8 years before. So it did rattle me a little bit, but this is for you, bro. So, because, yeah. As for grief, you'll find it comes in waves. When the ship is first wrecked, you're drowning, with wreckage all around you. Everything floating around you reminds you of the beauty and the magnificence of the ship that was, and is no more. And all you can do is float. You find some piece of the wreckage and you hang on for a while. Maybe it's some physical thing, maybe it's a happy memory or a photograph, maybe it's a person who is also floating. For a while, all you can do is float, stay alive. In the beginning, the waves are 100 feet tall and crash over you without mercy. They come 10 seconds apart and don't even give you time to catch your breath. All you can do is hang on and float. After a while, maybe weeks, maybe months, you'll find the waves are still 100 feet tall, but they come further apart. When they come, they still crash all over you and wipe you out. But in between, you can breathe. You can function. You never know what's going to trigger the grief. It might be a song, a picture, a street intersection, the smell of a cup of coffee. It can be just about anything. And the wave comes crashing. But in between the waves, there is life. Somewhere down the line, and it's different for everybody, you find that the waves are only 80 feet tall or 50 feet tall, and while they still come, they come further and further apart. You can see them coming, an anniversary, a birthday, or Christmas, or landing at O'Hare. You can see it coming, and for the most part, you can prepare yourself. And when it washes over you, you know that somehow you will again come out the other side, soaking wet, sputtering, still hanging on to some tiny piece of the wreckage, but you'll come out. Take it from an old guy. The waves never stop coming, and somehow you don't really want them to, but you learn that you'll survive them, and other waves will come. You'll survive them too. If you're lucky, you'll have lots of scars from lots of loves and lots of shipwrecks.
Okay, that one is better.
That's
That's a lot better.
way better. So that was that was what I meant to read out last time, brother. So
Shout
sorry
out
about
that.
that.
It's a very
Well, listen,
interesting
mate.
perspective. You might not want them to ever stop coming, the waves.
Yeah, man.
I heard recently someone say grief is love with nowhere to go.
I don't know about if I would want them to stop. I'm pussy.
What do you mean?
Like, I'd love for it to be easy. I don't want them to come.
I think the point is like,
You'll never forget that person.
Yeah, so more of a reminder, maybe. It's not as painful. It's more just a reminder. And you might just be like, fuck, and then get on with your day.
I think, and this is just for me, but at the time or the early stages, it's nothing really good about it.
Yeah.
But there is something weird that happens, I think, after you've kind of settled, like this poem is sort of saying. And I think there's there's a niceness about the memory. Because that is like what you said, it's love. That's the kind of feeling, and it's like a comforting feeling. And yeah, I don't know, maybe it'd be nice to be easy, but
First couple of months is like pure shock and horror. And then, or years even, and then it's slowly. Nice, Rash. All right, let's get into some amateur agents, sponsored by no one. Almost fell asleep at the wheel listening to that VIS guy. Malacca nearly caused me to hit someone on the road. Look, bro.
You know what's the funniest part is he's never gonna hear this.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like,
Look,
it was such a good episode.
what is wrong with our audience?
and what did I say?
This is what you guys have created.
I know. It's literally, what's that like weird shit where you just like are disgusted at your own creation?
Can I
when someone hates their kid.
Can I say what? Maybe you can bleep this out, but I don't think you really care. What Jeromes said to me after, I think you called me or you messaged. No, I think you messaged in the group after you posted that episode saying, "Oh fuck." I think our audience just likes to listen to us talk stupid shit.
They do, bro. They do, bro.
Anything serious, they don't want to listen.
Like, and that's not a knock on our audience, because I know a lot of them listen to us to like get through their work.
They want entertainment, not education.
Entertainment, yeah.
That's how I hear it.
All right, let's try to zoom through these.
Malacca, it cost me to crash.
That's pretty funny, man. Shout out that guy. Love the pod. Gets me through the 50 minutes each way to and from work. That's like me, bro. Do you plan on doing culture corners like the Balkans, like Croatia, Serbia, Albania? Some really good food, culture, and history. Yes, brother, we are. We're working on one currently.
Big one coming.
Yep. Is buying a $350 pair of boots worth it, or the mid 150 range good enough? This is a good question because
That's a unique question.
Yes.
Finally.
yes, I'll tell you what to do, brother. All right. If you are under the age of, when do your feet stop growing? Nor can we Google when
17,
feet
I
stop
reckon.
growing?
I reckon
Yeah, you pull that up.
Pull that up.
Yep.
Yep. Oh wait, he's actually not looking it up. Let me.
I am.
Okay.
Wait, so between 150 and 350, they
Yeah.
said?
So like,
Yeah.
this is how usually football boots work. There's a elite tier 350,
20
Yeah.
to 21.
20 to 21. Okay, so there's an elite tier 350 ish.
Yeah.
Then there's the mid range, which is like 150, and then there's almost certainly like a $100 or like a fuck knows if you can get boots for $100 these days. But my advice would be, if your feet have, first of all, it's all on budget, because if my parents own a $3.5 million house in Toorak, right, just get me the elite fucking boots.
See, I'm an example of this, where it's like I only play Tuesday nights, right?
Yeah.
Casual.
Yeah.
But because I can, I want to have the most comfortable pair.
That's it.
Buy the 300 pair.
Yeah, you're a
coppers,
grown man,
you know?
and your feet have stopped growing.
Yeah, that's it.
So if you're a 12-year-old, you're probably going to grow out of those real quick. So I'd probably go for the mid-range tier, and you're probably not going to look after them very well.
Walking on the concrete with them and everything, yeah.
all that. So they do last, though, the longer ones, I would say, because I've been playing in mine for nearly 3 years now, and they're the 350 range.
Brother, I am on the... You know how I am.
I know how you are.
very... I am
Basic.
very... No, I'm very
Sorry.
particular with... Like, if I don't believe something... If I think something's gimmicky and not actually going to help you,
Oh, okay.
I will say it.
Yes.
Like, you know, these freaking city play pieces of things. I think that's an absolute waste of money. No need
Right.
to do that, right?
What is it?
The little straps, like, track your how many passes you did with your left foot, how many you do,
fucking
all that
cares?
stuff. Like, I think that's...
Just count.
just... I don't think any of that stuff you need it. But I truly... my mum was like, nah, you're getting the Dunlop volleys for your boots. You know? She was like that. She doesn't see any difference. I truly believe there's a big difference between how you can play with boots.
Probably,
And there is obviously footballers, like I saw in Argentina, that had the F5s instead of the F50s,
Yeah.
and they're still ballers.
I'll smoke you.
But I could genuinely feel a difference in my play if I had a really good pair of boots compared to a really bad pair of boots.
I think it's
so I
like-
think it's worth the money. If you have the money, like you said, it's obviously all
Yeah.
circumstantial, but
That's what it is. If you have the money, get the 350. Why not? Fuck it. Just get the top range. But if you feel like you're going to grow out of them if you're younger, or, you know, you're not that fussed about, or depend even the level you play at sometimes. You know, a lot of Sunday League footballers are going to have the boots from Decathlon, right? But you will not find anyone.
do they have boots?
Yeah, bro.
Decathlon? Really?
Yeah. What's the brand called?
Dunlop Volley.
Book used to wear them.
Not Mizuno's.
No, fuck no. They're like $500. Decathlon boots, the brand is called...
Lotto.
No, it's worse than all that shit. I can't remember. But you look in the NPL or the A-League, there's no one. Anyone playing State 1 and above, I don't reckon has anything
the
less than the
elites.
350 pair. Seriously. Because they play in them so much, they want to get so much, and they've probably got 2 or 3 pairs of that. Gavin's got like 3 pairs of Mizuno's.
Hey, can I just say to our audience, I've got a big giveaway coming with some spicy boots.
They are very
They'll be at
spicy.
the end, though. There'll be a few more giveaways in between them, but they're going to be spicy.
Yep. If I was you, I would have sold them. They're that good. Why have I found the Kit Man on Grindr?
We'll have to ask him
We'll
about
have to
that.
ask him. What the fuck?
I didn't know he understands technology that much.
He doesn't even have an iPhone.
Yeah, he's running
running
the
Twitter
account off
Off
a
a
Nokia.
typewriter. Oh, yeah.
No. I thought it was off a, what's the old computer? Cable, DLSR. What's it called?
Ethernet.
Yeah, Ethernet. Windows XP he was doing Twitter off. I don't think
Really?
he has Grindr, bro.
I don't think he's
Someone-
got apps like that.
Thoughts on heel John Cena?
What's that mean?
I know what that means. Listen, if you follow my Instagram, DM me on Instagram. We'll have a chat. All right. I've been banging goals for fun in State League 1, but NPL 3 teams don't look at me because I'm not the son of a sponsor. What should I do? I'm actually that good, it's a joke. It is a joke, bro.
I like the confidence.
Yeah, if you were that good, you'd be playing in NPL. But,
like,
bro, I don't know what to do. I actually don't know what to tell you. If I'm you, just go get some money, man. That's all I got to say, man.
Yeah, man. Try to enjoy.
Enjoy it.
I think. Okay, how about this philosophy, right? If it's not this thing, you've heard it before probably. If it's not a hell yes, it's a no.
Hell yeah.
I think that's the one,
Yep.
bro. If you're not if you're not going to training,
Yeah, bro.
this is mad. But there's one thing to like grind through challenges and that kind of thing. But I feel like at the end of the day, if you're asking a question about moving, you think you're too good, blah blah, blah, just move.
Well, yeah, but I think his point is that no NPL teams want to take him on because of he's not the son of a
because of
sponsor.
nepotism.
Yeah, because of nepotism. But I guarantee
but that's not true.
Yeah, I don't.
That's
think,
just simply not true, my
Yeah.
friend. Like if you're good enough, like yes, nepotism exists, but I think if you're good enough, you'll get somewhere. Will give you an opportunity.
It's pretty easy to expose nepotism. Okay.
Can Rash and Jake do a breakdown of the different kits they'd get at professional clubs? Also, their boot deals. Boots, bro. How was it with you with boots? Did Nike just send you shit for free?
There was a period that I got a few. It was always.
whatever you
I
wanted?
don't think Nike really cared about Australian footballs
Yes.
too much. That's obviously a broad statement, but
At the
I
time,
just think that Nike is so big that like an A-League player that's coming off the bench,
You're not going to sell
they
us
don't really care
units,
too
yeah.
much, you know. Adidas was more involved. I think that was maybe because of the relationship between Victory and Adidas at the time.
But was it just a case of like, hey guys, I need 3 pairs of Predators now?
Yeah, that's what most players were
okay.
doing, or they would send them, quarterly or something like that. Right.
So,
Yeah.
I'm just out of my own curiosity. Like, so were you a Nike athlete?
I stuck to Nike because I loved them so much, still do,
Yep.
and needed mercurials.
Yep.
But I was never signed to Nike or anything like that. There was a period where they gave me free boots,
Right.
but that stopped. I can't remember when that stopped, but that stopped well before I finished playing.
Right.
Yeah. It
Have
was like
been-
maybe a couple-year period that it happened.
Okay, cool.
Have been offered a lucrative deal by Vasily.
Sorry, can I just say on that? I won't say the specific player, but one of the biggest players at the time couldn't even really get a response from them.
Wow. In Australia.
Like couldn't get a consistent. Yeah, who
That's
was one?
cooked.
Yeah, so that was I think the level of like how Nike were looking at
A-League.
our level of footballer.
Have been offered a lucrative deal by Vasily Thessalinos at Panathinaikos under 23 Rezzies. Fuck.
Really?
Deal includes all expense paid trip to Mykonos and a shag with his missus. Take the deal. It's a no fucking brainer, buddy.
Okay.
Take the deal. Rash, what was your time at WSW?
I think we've been over this a
Yeah,
few times, but
yeah.
I'll summarise. Probably first 6 months really difficult. I was playing terribly, and just came out of semi-professional football and was not probably in the right physical, mental space to perform well and be consistent. And then the second 6 months of the season were phenomenal.
Brilliant. Yeah, that's the one about Gavin not paying, which I just knew it. He should have just agreed with me on the pod. It wouldn't have killed him.
Yeah.
Did you guys see
Now
that-
everyone knows he's a liar,
fraud.
a full liar.
Did you guys see the 18-year-old score the fastest hat-trick in Oz Cup history, Luka Jevtic? No, I didn't. That's pretty cool. Shout out Luka Jevtic. What's your favourite football movie? It ain't Goal. Nah, probably
Bend it
use
like
Goal.
Beckham is up there.
Bend It Like Beckham's awesome.
At the time when it came out, we were probably the right age for it.
Fuck, if we rewatch that shit right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's-
it'd be hard.
Although the funniest scene of that is the club scene. And there's one song that always sticks in my head in that club scene. If you know, you know.
There's not many good football movies. Nah, you know what, bro? And
Kicking and screaming.
I don't know if this is a movie. Can a documentary count or no?
Nah, keep it movies because there's
Yeah.
so many good docos, bro. There's
There's
many
actually
good.
not that many good football.
Nah,
I
there,
don't-
there is, I reckon.
I don't think there's that many good docos.
Like I don't.
I consider like
Oh.
YouTube shit now and stuff docos. And
Me
like,
too, but I have not seen many that have like
Really?
made me go, wow, that was incredible. Again, the Argentina one, Copper 90.
My
Unbelievable.
favorite football movie though, I like Green Street Hooligans.
Oh, true. Forgot about those.
I like Real Football Factories. That's fucking hilarious. Oh, Football Factory, I think it's called.
Yeah.
What else was
Did
there?
Guy Ritchie do any?
But he should. I don't know if he did. Definitely not goal 3. Tell you that much.
Oh, goodness.
What are your boys' morning routine? Oh, this comes after the Ashton Hall.
God, bro. Can we speak about that? But you know what's fascinating to me
Everything.
is
Fucked.
4 minutes in the air. Did you guys see that?
Yeah. What?
yeah, some of the videos where he's like, yeah, Mr. Beast is big, but if he woke up at 3:50, he'd be making at least 10 billion.
You know what? He's fucking it.
What do you mean?
He's going to the point now of where it's
like
comedy.
memeable, yeah.
Yeah, and he's fucking it.
What do you mean?
Because someone made a really mad point. They said, give this guy 3 months, he'll turn into a red pill guy. And I'm like, 100% he will. He's going to burn out. He's trying to capitalize too hard. That's just my opinion.
However, have you seen his growth? So 3 months ago, he was on 4 million Instagram followers. Now he's at 7.8 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, so he was already massive.
he's
before.
already
No,
fucking
he's been doing this for time.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this a
Right.
while ago and going, what are you doing with banana peels?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's been doing the same type of content as
been
well
doing
for
this,
ages.
Yeah, for years, I reckon.
Yeah, you know what was funny about it? And you know what? I really don't knock anyone that tries, bro.
Yeah.
God loves a
He's
try,
also a
man.
scammer.
God loves a trier.
He does. He's an
Um,
online coach, man. I don't
but-
fucking like him.
But
What are you coaching?
But he put up a post saying, "Did you see this?" Where he's like, oh, you know, I was getting annoyed people sending me videos of people trying to redo my video, and he's like, and he's like, you know, it was frustrating me, but then I realized like there's leaders and there's followers in this life, and I'm obviously a leader. And then someone put a video saying like, this guy has not got it. Like he thinks people are trying to be him.
Yeah. It's like it's sarcasm. It's satire.
But nah, straight up, man, I don't knock anyone. Like, as it is funny, but he's trying,
Is
bro.
this
And
crazy to say?
I respect more trying and being weird than not trying.
The guys that are that big, are they so insecure that that's the only way they can...
You mean that big
What?
as in physically?
Yeah, physically. Like the only thing they have to offer is their body pause.
What do you mean, though? What do you mean? Because he's offering more at this point, isn't he?
Well, but what does he offer more?
Hey, but the weird thing, is he being serious or is he joking? That's also the other
I actually
debate
don't
here.
even fucking know at this point.
I feel like
Now
he's
he's
just played the
joking.
long game and he knew from the start that this is going to go viral eventually.
Yeah.
That's because I don't think
It's all
anyone
you know what it
actually
is, bro.
wakes
It's
up at-
ASMR.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone actually wakes up at 3:30 a.m. and then
No.
captures themselves like accidentally dropping the bottle and it breaking and then another
Yeah.
hand passing and you go, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
The
you.
whole day.
Bro,
I don't-
fuck Ashton Hall. The OG
Drew
of this is Drew
Halls.
Halls. Damn
Who's
it.
that? I don't know who
Drew
that
Halls is the OG of this tripod shit.
Who is it?
Hey, yo.
Yeah. Drew Halls, right? Drew
Let me
Halls.
get him up.
That's Drake's biggest fan. There was a period where they were...
Oh, is that guy?
Yeah, Drake. He always has Drake songs in his video. Drew Halls, though, I feel like was the first guy to do it. If anything, he needs the love.
Also, he was believable.
Wait, Drew Walls?
Halls.
Halls, I think it's Halls, yeah.
Yeah, it's Halls.
Like he was also believable because it's like, oh, you're going for a shop, whatever, you're doing it aesthetically, whatever, but it's like you're taking care of your daughter, you're
Yeah.
praying in the morning, whatever you're doing.
He cooks
This
for
guy?
Drew, yeah, that's Drew Halls, man. He's the OG. He fucking started this shit, not Ashton Hall. Ashton Hall's a scammer. Drew Halls is a real guy. That I know.
It's a weird world, bro.
It's a weird
It's
world,
a weird
bruh.
world, bro.
Imagine if we told our parents, like, this is what we were entertained by.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we watch a guy get up at 3:30 and he says thank you to, like, live-in slaves, I think.
What?
What the fuck else are they?
What do you mean living
Maids.
slaves? Oh, the people passing him stuff.
The people passing him shit. Like, what's your job? To hold his bags?
Oh, man.
Have you seen that pop the balloon stuff, obviously?
Yeah, I hate that shit.
So there's this video that went viral of like somebody's parents watch it together because they think it's comedy. they watch it together. Like the parents
Yeah.
sit there laughing, thinking like, "Oh, this is just comedy."
Yeah.
And like they're trying to tell their parents like, "Nah, like this is what the dating pool's like for us." Like,
Right,
But
right.
isn't it funny how, I don't know if you guys have the same experiences, but I reckon about 10 years ago, my parents would say, get off that fucking phone, always on Facebook, always on your fucking phone, always head down. Brother, my parents are addicted to their phone. I don't care what they say. They're probably going to hear this. Every time I go into the living room, my dad is doom scrolling.
Really?
Yep, and he's also half deaf, so it's allowed.
you know, my dad, who is literally half deaf, right?
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
All good.
Has the exact same issue, and the funniest moment ever was, you know, those videos that had the porn sound on it.
Oh, yeah, he got
and
done.
me and him are sitting in the living room.
Yeah,
No
he got
way.
done.
Scrolling through Facebook stuff.
That's the best,
And I
bro.
just hear, "Ah!"
That's
He's
the
like,
best.
he would have thrown his phone.
Hey, you know what? You know what I think is going to be a new thing that I don't know how many people are realizing it yet. ChatGPT addiction,
Oh, fuck.
bro.
Fuck our
It's
lives.
a real thing, man.
you have
like
it?
I'm addicted, bro.
Bro,
Fuck.
bro, do you pay premium now? I pay premium.
I've been paying premium for a long
Yeah.
time,
What the
bro.
fuck?
Premium get you.
No,
Lots of stuff, bro.
It's good.
Oh,
And like,
Whatever you want. That's the point.
Have you got-
whatever you want? I think it's for.
Fuck.
I think for an ADHD brain, it's
great.
It is really.
It's
It's
so
great,
good.
but it's also very dangerous because
Is it great?
it's instant gratification for
It's not
any.
great.
Because like any answer you need for anything at any time, it's like.
but that's not how life should be.
it's you're right. It's actually not. It's very unhealthy. But have you gotten to the point where you talk to it yet?
Yes, bro. I
Yeah.
do. I do like 10-minute voice notes to it, and explain everything.
I will hold my hate until I see that it's not successful because he could be.
Bro,
implementing things in
I'm
this-
telling you, it will be it'll be a leverage point for me. The fact that I use it so much, it's going to be detrimental to my brain cells to some extent, but it's also going to be helpful in another way. Like maybe psychologically, it's not great, but in terms of speed of productivity,
It's unreal. Like even me and my current work and everything, I'm like, the amount of time I save
yeah.
is
Because it's like this, bro. It's like, okay, from an IQ level, you could be
A dumbass.
one point higher than another person,
Yeah.
right? But if you are 1 point higher and you're utilizing some kind of software that leverages that intelligence,
You're clear.
now you're 1,000 times more intelligent and 1,000 times faster.
I just
You
think
leverage
it's
that
sad.
with like 5 different pieces of software. I want to be a cyborg at some point if
No,
possible.
we know that. You're going to be a full blown fucking android.
yeah,
he's never gonna sleep.
Yeah, you're going to have one mechanical eye. And I'm going to be like, guys, I don't know where Rash is today, but welcome back to Suited and Booted, episode 790. He's not even speaking to us anymore because he's literally lodged a computer. He plugged a computer into his asshole so he can get that much info. And then Gav's like, what's ChatGPT? Where's Rash? Yeah, nice. My morning routine is very bad. Wake up from anywhere from 10 to 11 a.m.
His morning routine is in the evening.
Yes. My morning routine is so fucking shit. I wake up late because I go to bed late. But also the thing with me is I look at other adults and they fully function off 6 to 7 hours of sleep. If I don't get 9+, I'm a mess. Which is a bad
9+.
Bro, are you still growing?
Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck? What are you, 18 months old?
Yes.
What the fuck, bro?
It's fucked, bro. It's fucked.
9 is actually wild.
Yeah, no, I need 9.
Bro.
Need 9.
What time do you go to sleep?
Need 9.
No, but this is the thing.
But that's
So
a
he wa-
habit. That's a habit.
It's definitely a
it's a
habit.
requirement based off a habit.
Probably.
That's what it is,
It's-
bro.
yeah, you're
That's
probably
all it is.
overcharging at this point.
Yeah, that's
Anyway,
too much,
It's my
man.
morning routine, not yours.
Hey, can I ask about what time you go to sleep?
Anywhere from midnight to
In the
2?
mic.
So we go to bed about the same time.
100%. Like, I don't know how you function.
Bro, so why are you not replying to me
Because
when I'm messaging 300 messages at 12 o'clock at night?
Okay, I am on D&D from 10:30 onwards, and I am just in bed, just zoned out,
Doing what?
watching TV.
Really?
Sorry.
Oh.
But I can't have those convos at that time of the night for some
Otherwise,
reason.
what happens?
I'll explode.
Edging.
Yeah, edging. My morning routine. Yeah, I'll do that. And then before I do anything, I have to make a coffee. I don't brush my teeth. I don't say hi to my parents.
You don't strike me as a coffee guy.
Yeah, this is habitual requirements.
I
bro.
am addicted to coffee. Like, I can't function if I don't have my morning coffee. But then when I have 2 coffees a day, I have severe anxiety. So I've got to balance it out. So I have my
You should
morning
try
coffee.
mate, man.
Yeah, I might, eh? But I just hate the taste.
Get the
I
sugar
love
in.
the taste of coffee. Like, you know
Yeah.
how a lot of people don't like the taste. I love coffee. So I have a massive circular ice cube. Just one. Dunk it in a cup. Coffee, milk. I have an iced coffee. 1 sugar. Then I'll literally walk around the house for maybe 5 minutes. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm probably in my underwear. Then I'm like, fuck, I better do something. So then I check Suited and Booted group chat. And I see what's been sent in the morning because everyone's awake at normal times. And then I'm like, all right, I probably should start editing. So then I'll edit. And then it actually stopped being the morning the second I made my coffee. It's probably about 1. So it's not really a morning routine, is it?
I told you it's
Yeah.
evening.
And then I will pack whatever I need. So it's probably like 5 stuff or whatever on a Tuesday. Drive to the city, do my little fucking stupid part-time job. Drive to 5s. And then, yeah, that's my day. It's a very bad day. But we make it work.
How could you? What is something you could do that you would do?
Wood is a different.
That's small that you
Yeah.
could do tomorrow.
I used to be
improve
good,
your whole
bro.
day.
I used to get 10,000 steps in a day regardless. So I used to do that.
Vince, regardless.
Vince regardless, yes. I could go to bed 1 to 2 hours earlier and then wake up at a semi-reasonable time. I could actually have breakfast. I could...
You don't have breakfast properly.
Bro, the coffee...
That's your breakfast.
No, it suppresses my appetite. Like, when I have a coffee, I don't feel like eating. And then massive shit, and then that's when I'll eat. I could... What else could I do? Stop being on my phone so late at night. Blue light is not good for you. Anyway, let's get back to these amateur agents questions. I'm sorry. Fuck. We've just been sent our skit.
What do you mean you've been
with
sent it?
Co and Co.
Oh, sweet.
Yep. All right, let's push through these, guys. I like Jerome, so he doesn't get an insult. But Gavin's head is still so shiny, I can barely watch the pod. Okay.
Watch it with glasses on, bruh.
Yeah, bro. All right. Question for Jerome. Would you rather stay single for your whole life or meet the love of your life, but she's an Arsenal fan?
That's a good one.
Oh, man, look. I'd take the love of my life, bro. Because if not, I'm going to be lonely as fuck. And I'm 30. But I don't care. For all my 30-year-olds out there that are single, keep doing your thing, man. There's no time. Everyone's got a different path. Right, so... This is the serious one.
Yeah, just imagine if you had a child.
Yeah.
Then
No,
wake
no,
up
end it there.
and you're like, I still need 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Bro, do you know how much I stress over that?
Yeah, you're gonna be.
I think,
fucked, bro.
like, how am I going to function when my wife goes, just pick him up?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, I don't think I can do it. Is there a way to take over a kid's life when they're like 5?
What?
Adoption.
Yes.
Is this the question?
No.
No, he's trying to figure out how he avoids the baby.
Yeah,
Oh,
I need
yeah,
to
yeah.
Oh, you might adopt, yeah? That's actually that's
Bro,
reasonable.
I need to sleep, bro.
Just do this, man.
What?
Tomorrow, put an alarm for earlier. That's it. Get up.
The fuck?
Change it to 8 hours. 8 hours. Start
It's
doing
all
8
sleep
hours.
cycles. It needs to be 7.5 or 9.
Okay, do 7.5.
I don't. Just wake
REM
up, bro.
REM cycles.
Just wake up.
All right, I'll wake up tomorrow
For
morning.
2 weeks. Do 2 weeks. See how you feel. If you feel worse, after 2 weeks. Not within the 2 weeks, after 2 weeks. If you're feeling worse on that first
I
Monday.
have sleep apnea.
On that first Monday, you're still under 2 years old. So keep sleeping.
Okay.
Rash, what time did you say you wake up in the morning? I don't know if you said
Early, bro.
It's a bit different, bro, but like it depends what time I go to bed, but normally if I go to bed at a reasonable time, 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay, well.
What?
Like if I went to bed at 12, I'd go to bed.
Oh, so you
I'd
still
wake
get 8
up at
hours?
8.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I'd try to get 8.
So you're
I try to
like
get 8.
11.
But for example, last night I went to sleep at 2:30 and I got up at 9.
Not football related, but would love the boys' thoughts. I got married less than a year ago, but I'm now having regrets in doing so. For the longest time, I've been unsure, but now it just seems like the relationship will leave me miserable. Hold on. I find that I can't give time to myself to try be the best version of myself. I'm way behind where I want to be. My wife is worried about the future in terms of us moving forward, starting a family, buying a house, raising kids. However, I can't think about these things as I'm not the person I want to be. I want to be happy when I raise kids. I want my son to see a father that is full of life. I want to inspire him. Am I selfish for thinking about myself only? Should I want a partner that wants to support me in becoming the best version of myself? My wife is in her dream career, working a job she loves, and is on track to have the dream career. She's ahead of me in life, and that's fine. But because I feel that I'm behind, I'm doubling down on catching up. She says I'm selfish. Sorry for the long message. Maybe it's just me crying at my emotions. Tell me if I'm right to feel how I feel, or if I should man up and stop being a bitch. Jeez. Wheeze.
I would say, first of all, now I'm not a marriage counsellor, I'm not a relationship expert, but I feel like in general, my opinion in all relationships, and Jerome would have felt the brunt of this, I think clear, honest communication can solve almost all of your problems. I almost feel like 98% of the time when I'm feeling anxiety and confusion and all this stuff when there's a relationship situation with a friend, lover, what doesn't matter, normally I have something to say. And normally if I just have a conversation, which is like Band-Aid, the first few seconds of bringing it up, but then after the conversation finishes, if I've been open, honest, said everything that I wanted to say, normally I feel much better. So I think that's probably the first part. The other, it's a complicated one, man.
And this is marriage in a nutshell. I just think that there's always going to be something that you have to work through. Fuck, why am I giving advice? I'm 30 and single. Look, man, it depends on what you're doing to try to better yourself. Because your wife might look at it like, okay, you're worried about your physical health, but we need fucking money. I'm not saying that's the case here, but she might be looking at it like, I need you present now rather than trying to double down and work on yourself. It's all about balance, man, and I think Rash is right. I don't do it enough. I don't really have these honest convos with people because it's fucking awkward and it's confrontational. But I think after the first minute of it, you're glad that it happened because you've got everything off your chest and you're not guessing and wondering and thinking. Even if the answer's bad, at least you have an answer. At least you know it's not just like, oh, what if? It eliminates a lot of pondering, which is probably ruining your day. So I would say or even get counselling. Maybe have a middleman there to hear both sides, and maybe they'll be able to offer you some tips and advice on how to navigate these choppy waters. Because no matter what you do, they're choppy waters when it comes to this stuff, especially a year into a marriage.
But I sympathise with you, man. I'm probably in the same boat in a relationship and really wanting to, still quite ambitious in my own personal life. I think I'm very lucky that I have a partner that is supportive of that, because I think, you're probably obviously, it's ideal if your partner and you are both supportive of each other being the best version of yourselves. That obviously helps. But also the other side is there's an element of balance, and I guess you need to work out what that is for you in your life. And maybe there is the other side where your life is different to everyone else's. Maybe you're listening to some videos on the internet
Yeah, stop
that
doing that, guys.
that are making you feel like you're not enough, or you're not doing enough, or you're not successful enough, or whatever. And maybe some of those things might be a little bit true, but the other side is that maybe you're probably just buying into some of the internet's bullshit, and this guy, Ashley Hall, waking up at 3:50, and you need to feel like you need to do that,
Yeah,
which
you don't need to do
is
that.
not real.
Get your 9 hours.
as well.
9+.
So yeah, I feel you, bro. To be honest, that's not really even a solution. Sorry, I can't give you a solution because I don't know the full. I think definitely communication, but the other side is just I understand, and it's not easy, man. I think it also is a thing that it's like a stereotypical situation that I hear quite a bit, like the guy trying to, better themselves and all that stuff, but the partner not, the partner wanting them to be more present in the relationship as well and spend more time. So that's, I think, like Jerome said, it's an ongoing thing that you got to work out in your life. But
also self-reflection.
we support you, brother.
Self-reflection. You'll deep down really know if you're in the wrong. Or you could do more to listen to what she has to say. Or you could be on the flip side of like, no, what I'm doing is right. I am allowed to do this. And I should want to do this, and deep down, I want to better myself, and that's my priority right now, then that's how you should. But you'll know deep down, bro. Have a think about it.
Oh, actually, for a one simple thing, I don't know if you guys do this, maybe you already do, but in our relationship, and it's working right now, I'm not a relationship expert, but this works for us. We make sure that we do one day together every week.
Yeah, same.
And within that is a 90-minute minimum honest, open conversation about what's going on with both of us, how we feel in the relationship, are we doing enough, is the other person doing enough, blah, blah, blah. Like, we do that guaranteed once per week, and that seems to help us, because otherwise it seems like things pile up. Like, if you don't have that conversation, you think, oh yeah, I'll bring that up with them, but like, I'm busy, I'll do it next week, and then something else piles up, and then there's just like a luggage of stuff and that you're like, I can't throw this all at them
because it
at
sounds
the same
petty,
time.
but it's building up. It's almost like valve. You just got to release constantly.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you explode.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
look in the wrong, but it's like, no, I was actually valid. Like, yo,
Yeah.
you should have asked me to borrow the car, whatever.
Stop exploding on me.
Yeah.
When's the Patreon coming? Oh, I never thought you'd ask.
Yeah.
Jerome said to himself.
We've got so many about wanting to pay for our services. Soon, bro. Soon. What are your thoughts on sugar-free soft drinks? They're fucking awesome.
I'm a fan. Talk to me.
What, bro?
I've seen a lot of science recently where people are saying it's got this, and this in it.
Aspartame.
Yeah, and all that. And they're like, but an apple has 5 times the shit of that. So if you want to really...
Bro, going back to your point, if you're not doing enough, you'll know. I think when you're consuming that, you know that feels like shit.
Makes my day.
I feel that when I have regular soft drinks.
You don't feel that when you have...
Now, well, no, it's not that I feel great. It's just like sometimes you feel like a soft drink. You know, sometimes you feel like like alcohol. It's not good for you, but sometimes you're like, you know what? It's a good day for a beer, right?
I don't have that anymore.
Yeah, fair.
That's my point.
Fair. My thing is, now that I've been exposed to sugar-free, I feel really bad when I have the 250 calories in a normal
Yeah, but Rash,
Right.
it's all moderation.
balance.
You love Asian food, right?
Mm-hmm.
The stuff you get is so jam-packed with MSG that it can't be...
How do you know that? What?
I know where you eat, cuz.
Also,
What do you mean, bro? I don't go to fast food places, and if it tastes like... And who... Hold on.
MSG is not bad. There's a lot of misinformation.
Yeah.
MSG naturally occurs in... You know when you do a cheese and tomato toasty? That's naturally occurring MSG. That's the
Yeah, but
scientific
it's not
thing.
all of it's natural.
But it's
Like they add it.
Yes, they add it, but it's not a bad thing to add. It's almost like if you were to add in salt.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying with... If you use the salt example with that... I'll send you a video that I saw about sugar. I'm not saying they're the greatest things ever.
No, hold on. So I'm just basically saying it's not water. That's what I'm saying.
Definitely not
That's
water.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But this
of
guy's
course, of
asking,
course.
what are your thoughts on sugar-free soft drinks for athletes and the possible benefits and setbacks? The benefits are that unless you're super strict and can give up any form of fizzy drink, I only know one person that only drinks water and milk. One person. Now, I'm not talking about moderation. I'm talking about never has sipped Coke in their life. That's different. But to make diets and anything realistic, then they're good for you.
I think you're avoiding a lot of calories. Like if you're having one a day,
you're avoiding
let's
so
say you're
many
having
calories.
one a day. That's 1,000 calories across the week.
Now, obviously, it's not water, but it could be worse, I guess. I love a Coke Zero. I might get one soon.
I think number one thing in the world is how can you reduce stress? I think that's the number one health thing.
For you guys to pay for the pod.
No, but so for example, if your level of diet is causing you stress.
Well, yes.
And you're Ashley Hall. Is it Ashley Hall?
Ashley.
And you've got to you know how like bodybuilders do like, oh, I'm super healthy. And then they cut up chicken and whatever. And then they're like going to a nightclub and they're eating out of a container in the back. Like I've been there. Don't worry. I've done this stuff. I've done this like ridiculous type of diets. Yeah. That's also causing you stress.
Yeah, that's not healthy.
So like if it, like you said, you're at fives, you finish fives, you have a can of Coke and like...
Yeah.
It makes you feel like you've enjoyed your day. Do that, bro.
Floated the idea to Jake, but you guys should start a series called Sunday League to State League. Basically a series that followed Jerome as he trains with Rash, Jake and Gavin to get into peak condition to play men's senior State League football. Weekly gym and training vlog. Fuck, that's a lot of work.
Hey, bro, we got a vlog getting you a machine. Getting you into being a machine.
I don't want to do that.
Come on, man.
That's
That'll be
stress
fun.
that you were talking about.
But I want to do it with you. That's exciting. Is that not exciting? No, we're not. Like, bro, I'm not holding a gun to your head while you're doing push-ups.
Oh, that'd be pretty funny. Actually, would you guys pay for that? Just asking. Yeah, it's a cool idea. Maybe when we have a bit more time.
Yeah, that's true. We've got so much stuff. Hey, guys, you guys don't get it, man. You really, I don't think you actually get how much. We're doing
4 hours a day.
Yeah, man. It's actually crazy. We look at the phone and we're talking about everything we're doing and we shoot a skit, then we do the podcast. But bro, we're almost working a full-time job here.
100%.
So I don't know if there's room for that content right now.
We're nearly done, boys. I think the A-League is the future, but I also think there's a place for a second division. I believe teams such as Hume City, etc., having badges that essentially boast another country's national flag should not be in the top division of Australia and will require some rebranding or redesign. Ooh.
Sorry, I don't understand the question.
He's saying that he thinks the A-League is the future of the country. He thinks that there's also a place for the second division, but... the teams with national identities are going to have to rebrand.
This actually makes a lot of sense. Funny enough, when they had put out that list of the clubs that were potentially going to be for the, B League or whatever they were calling it, and you were seeing some like national identities with the thing, I was like, does this not counteract everything?
That's what Jake said, wasn't it? Jake said that you've completely erased the 20-year plan.
I don't know if that'll go too well with the down too well with the clubs. If you say
never going to happen.
Take your Greek flag and your Croatian flag out of it, they're going to be like, what?
Turkish.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, we built this club. Why would you take away that?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, can't be South Melbourne Hellas anymore. You got to be South Melbourne Multiculturals.
Yeah. I think Australia is an anomaly when it comes to this type of stuff. I feel like this is not a major issue anywhere else in the world. Seriously. Because America, I don't know if they have Greek soccer clubs there. Like, I don't know. But none of them made it big time. Like, there are clubs with, like, majority Mexican supporters. Like, LA might have, like, a bunch of Mexican supporters or whatever.
There's more Mexicans in LA than not.
That's just because of that.
Well,
that's exactly right.
Well, that's exactly right. But even in England, I don't know if there are clubs. All the clubs were started by white dudes, so none of them have really an ethnic background.
But is this because the clubs existed before migration happened in other places?
Probably.
Is that why?
Maybe.
I don't
know.
I actually wouldn't be able to tell.
Maybe. But look, there's little ones. There's little ones of like, Celtic have a strong Irish connection, but they're in Scotland. and they still have a lot of green and white and whatever imagery. But then you got like teams in England that, you know, maybe it had to do with like
Faith.
faith.
I mean, that's Celtic Rangers there.
Yeah, working class and all that. But in terms of actual ethnicities, I think Australia might be the only country in the world. Look, someone's going to say, no, it happens in fucking New Caledonia. Wait, I don't care.
We're talking about majors.
I'm talking about major countries here that have an issue with their footballing system. I don't think it happens anywhere else, man. Where else would it happen? Unless there's some shit happened in the US that I don't know about. It definitely hasn't happened in England.
I mean, definitely not by countries or cultures.
It also might, like, the US is a great shout, but it might not be in football. It may be in other sports. Because I would imagine, like, with the amount of Italians in New York at a certain point, like, when they were actually, you know, the Italians that have never been to Italy
mob.
kind of thing, yeah. It's like there would have been pride, but it's like, would that have been around American football? Would that, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
know if soccer, per se, has that there.
I think that the clubs should just be able to have a history whilst respecting modernity. Is that a word, modernity?
Yeah.
I think that's fine. I don't think anyone would get offended by that.
I think it's I think it's the behaviors that come. It's the behaviors that you've got to reprimand, not
imagery, I would say.
not imagery. Yeah, because
But then again, they'll say like, oh, okay, what about people bringing this flag which antagonizes the other team? So I get that, but in terms of rebranding the whole club, no one will stand for that.
I just don't. Yeah, it's not a logical argument because I don't think it's possible to happen. Like it would never happen. It would never happen. That's
Sorry,
what they tried to do it for 20 years and it didn't work.
Right, it didn't work. Guys, I know this is a really long pod, but I'm trying to get through as many of these as I can. How do you compete in State 5 when there are coaches being paid $800 a game?
so much of our conversations are around this false economy of people paying money in state
I actually
leagues.
don't have the answer. The real answer from the FFV is that it is illegal.
Yeah.
But in terms of what's
Daddy
right
told
and
us it was illegal.
Yeah, I don't know what's right and wrong anymore. Really?
Does he know that you call him Daddy?
I
Dan?
don't. Probably. Shout out, Dan.
Just call him right now, Daddy.
Can Jerome become our all-age coach at Rockdale here in Sydney? We will pay him one Chavapi roll and a weekly visit to Secrets of Sydney. What's Secrets of Sydney? It sounds like a strip
swinger
club.
or something.
Yeah. I am interested.
Secrets
I'll check.
of Sydney.
Yeah.
Secrets of Sydney.
Oh, man. I think we've answered a lot of other these. Favourite coach, how do you progress from state leagues to NPL?
Secrets of Sydney. Best erotic massage Sydney.
Holy shit.
4.0 star rating, 39 ratings.
Oh, we don't need the ratings.
Who's rating? Who the hell
honestly-
is rating?
Oh,
a
right.
brothel?
People are spending money.
Well, let me see if there's actual reviews written.
Let's go. Secrets of Sydney, man.
Yeah, let me go by newest. I want to see 2 months ago.
Yeah, I'm just.
What a wild human being you must be to be rating.
I'm just curious.
Bella is, you know, I'm not doing
Yeah,
this.
Bella is outstanding. The service was amazing.
This is wild, bro.
No, how about this? Jamie, 100%, but with the emoji.
Yeah,
a
hundos.
beautiful soul from top to bottom, hard eyes, and very pretty, gorgeous lady. She actually knows how to treat her clients.
All right, let's get off this.
Alrighty.
Because this is the most wild.
This is ridiculous.
You gotta be.
How do you approach a teammate who keeps shooting when it's not on and skying it? Putting crosses straight into the opposition or to a spot that no one can get to. This player isn't a bench player. They start every week.
Hammer them, bro.
Yeah.
Hammer them.
Hammer them.
Hammer them.
Be like, bro, you can't keep skying shots. We're running out of balls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they got to train with a footy ball.
I'm young and I won top goals.
Why did you just say that's not you?
I
We
don't know, I
didn't
had
think
to
it was.
had to
Now I
feel-
think it's you.
No, I don't have a little sister. I'm young and I won't. Oh, and
I'm young and I want.
I'm young and I won top 3 goals. What the fuck is wrong with me?
You all right?
No, this is because I didn't get 9.
Hot stamina.
I'm young and I won top goal scorer in State 3 last year. Recently moved to a State 1 side, but seem to be struggling for minutes. What do I do? Go play State 2. Isn't that not a great answer?
Yeah, it is. I think also like a blanket thing of like the questions. Fight for your position, man. A lot of these, I feel like we flippantly answer them sometimes, but like,
But doesn't this go back to what we were speaking about before of state league players missing out on 2 games and just being like, oh no, I want to leave.
Fight for your position, man. And I don't know if maybe it just sounds like that because it's a concise question, but it does sound like that culture of, I'm not playing. It's the coach's fault. It's not my fault. I'm going to move. Or should I move?
I do want to add this on for context. Now, I did say before that a lot of state league players are unloyal and shit, which is true. But their rebuttal will almost certainly be, hold on, I'm not being loyal to a club that pays me $200 a week, and then if I do my ACL or whatever playing for them, like, why would I be loyal to a club like that? They're going to always say, what about injuries? What about me taking time off work? Which is fair enough. But I think I've seen too many extreme cases of, I'm not playing and it's been 4 games, I'm going to move. Or, me and the coach had an argument at training, I'm going to move. Like, that sounds like some shit I would do.
Yeah.
Hence why I'm not playing.
But it's not about loyalty for me because, again, that's... tokenistic.
What
it's
is
more
it,
about like your own character building of accountability of, okay, I'm not playing in this scenario. Can I?
It's ego.
Yeah, like it's more for me. I'm saying the reason why fight for your position is because it's good for your character building to, all right, you're in a challenging situation, try to get yourself out of it. Like
At the same club.
Yeah, at the same club. So work your way out of it. And probably you will be able to, if you think you're good enough, you probably will get out of it and you will feel accomplished. And you will have developed.
Even with this guy, he said he moved from a state 3 to... So they've obviously accepted you at the club. So they obviously think you're decent enough.
They want you there.
Yeah, they think you're decent enough to play there. Bro, one injury, you're in. Like, and if you want to make it happen yourself... No, don't do that.
It's entitled also sometimes. Like at a certain point, it gets to entitlement where it's like, oh, I should be playing. It's like, maybe not.
I think
I used to love it when I started on the bench when I was playing Metro.
Because you knew you were going to come on fresh legs.
Yeah, it's like, bro, what? I don't have to start? That's mad.
I think because of this nepotism thing of, the sponsor's kid is playing or the coach's son-in-law is playing or whatever, all that stuff. Because there's these like 1 in 100 scenarios that happen, then everyone uses that as an excuse for why they're not playing. But most of the time, it's just you haven't shown yourself as being good enough to play.
Yeah.
So show yourself as being good enough to play. That's most of the time, I would say.
I just fired.
Yeah, we heard it.
I didn't hear that, man.
I heard it.
Yeah, Nor's got those good headphones on. All right, we nearly gave you guys 3 hours. I'm not too sure how the editing team's going to cope with this one, but I'll whip them into gear. If you're still here for some reason, my stomach is eating itself. That's how hungry I am.
I'm so hungry, bro.
If you're still here, 5 stars on Spotify, subscribe on YouTube, support every fucking post we put out, follow Bootin' About, suited and booted,
Pat
man.
your dog, man.
Pat your dog, kiss your mom.
Peace.
Not on the lips.
Oh my God.